吉本ゲーミングジョビンモモチリキッドレモ UYU オイルキングレッグパンクサイゲームズビーストフードクラッシャーストリートファイター5アーケードエディションの頂点に輝くのは果たして誰もが胸の高鳴りを抑えきれない。どうぞファイナリストたちに盛大な拍手をお願いいたします。 Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the finalists of Street Fighter V Arcade Edition。 それでは実況席お願いいたします。
What's up, everybody? Welcome to EVO Japan 2019 Street Fighter V Finals. I'm Say-Jam, and this is...
Oh, what's up, homies? I bet you didn't see that coming, did you?
I didn't see it coming either. You
What's
opened
up,
it up?
mate?
What up? How's it going?
I'm
it's
good,
an
mate.
absolute pleasure to sit here in Fukuoka, Japan with F-Word for our first finals.
Yeah, this is our first finals. I'm super excited for it.
Yeah.
Really, really excited that we've got such an extravagant, such a unique top 8 as well. So
Yeah.
that is what's really got me excited this weekend. I had a chance to speak to some of the players.
Yeah.
Some of them here for the first time ever in their playing career.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just stop predicting, right? It's been that unpredictable a weekend
Yeah.
already. Let's see, man.
I mean, I'm excited. We're going to take a look at the bracket here in a second, but it is out of control. We have so many talented Japanese players that you guys maybe don't see as much. A good example is the first match, right? Powell versus Jobin. Powell is very famous for defeating Tokido last year, but
Yep.
also this year at Evolution Japan.
He did.
Famously also played that first to 100 with MOV. On the other side, Jobin, retired professional fighter. Full-time Ryu Nut in Street Fighter 4. The Wild Man returns in Street Fighter 5. He's up against Powell, and the two of them are super homies.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like close to best friends, right?
Yeah.
You know? And unfortunately, one of them's got to go. It's bittersweet, right? Because one will be guaranteed through to winners final, but one will be dropping into that losers bracket.
Exactly.
By the way, just on that note of him being a professional MMA fighter, 15-3 record. At
15-3
years old.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can apply that kind of and he clearly is applying that kind of talent to Street Fighter.
Right.
You know, he's no longer that troll Ryu. He is a force to be reckoned with.
He is that serious. He's very good. On the other side, two players I'm sure everybody's very familiar with. Momochi versus Nemo, right? Really, really sick match. We're going to see the caveman style of Nemo up against the slow and steady pace of Momochi. Really, really fun match to watch, and it's two legacy players, right? Obviously, Nemo, multi-time EVO finalist. Momochi, EVO champion, Capcom Cup champion, multi-time EVO finalist. These are two extremely talented players, like two of the best Japanese players to ever play.
Absolutely. The only thing is with these two, I think by their standards, last season, you could argue that they wish they could have done better, right? Even though they had a pretty decent season, especially Nemo. This season, starting with a bang, both in the top 8 here, winner side at EVO Japan 2019. So really excited to see who takes that one.
Yeah, I mean, we even saw Momochi at Capcom Cup final top 8. He made it after underperforming, I think, for a lot of the year. We have Oil King versus Punk, the only two non-Japanese players in the bracket. They're going to be throwing up against each other. Obviously, both of them extremely talented. Oil King has had a bunch of premier wins last year. He performed really well. Showed up to Capcom Cup second year in a row, 0-2. And then he shows up here with a top 8 performance at EVO Japan. I mean, Capcom Cup is another beast. Obviously, Punk from the US of A. Look back on Karen, who's really good in this version of the game. And also, he's got a little bit of, that confidence back, And we look in the bottom bracket, Fudo versus Crusher, Birdie.
Oh, man, one Birdie's got to go, unfortunately. But no surprise to see Birdie, the character that everyone's talking about this season, in top 8. Fudo representing, and of course, Crusher. Been around for a while, for those of you who aren't familiar with him, was playing Zangief. Loves these grappler characters from a long time ago. Actually did a long interview on the podcast with Logan Sama and Kim1234. It was a really interesting talk. Speaks good English. It's awesome to see him here in the top 8. He's another one of those surprise guys to add to the Jobbins and the Powells that you don't really see in top 8.
Yeah, he's like old school alpha legend, right? I think people talk about him all the time. Super old school, talented Street Fighter player. And it's really interesting to see. We go back up to the winner's side. We had that first match we talked to you guys about. Obviously, Powell versus Jobin.
Whoa.
And it's going to be Kami Nakali, right? Which is a matchup we've seen before. But Jobin is so unpredictable,
So
right?
I believe the last time they played, which was quite recently, in the first of 10, Jobin took it quite convincingly.
10-2?
10-2. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty convincing. However, it's been back and forth over the years between them. So, it's not an indicator of what's going to happen here. And of course, a short set, Saj. I'm going to call him Saj today. That's his name now. Abit. It's a very different environment to a long set, isn't it?
You have to figure it out, right? Steve and I have Tasty Jam, Say Jam, and F Word together. That's the safe word.
Safe word?
Yeah, the safe word. We're the safe word here to guide you through Street Fighter V.
I'm down.
As we get into this first match of the top 8, it's going to be two kind of players that maybe if you're not familiar with the Japanese scene, you haven't seen that much. Powell versus Jobin. First match, first game of EVO Japan top 8. Counter hit early, that double down strong, and look at Jobin march already, right? Corner position early.
Very aggressive start. Yeah, Powell's in big trouble here. He gets shimmied out.
DP, and he's got the dizzy. He probably will reset here, maybe with the target combo again. That's what he goes for, but wake up button.
Nice little stand up into the whip punish there with the crouch. At the cross counter. Looking to bring this round back.
Missed the combo. That's a big drop early in this top 8.
Drop as well for a person of Powell standards.
Yeah.
Maybe the nerves getting into him here.
Yeah, that's one of those drops that, like, it's your first opportunity of the round. If you're going to win it, it starts there.
Absolutely.
Other side.
Oh my god, another drop side. What's going on?
I know, and he got the counter hit too. It's weird, right? That's a couple of drops that you can't have if you're Powell, especially because...
Oh, sledgehammer time.
Yeah, he's swinging with it in the front.
Oh, that was nasty.
And the bait.
Mike Daisy's making up for those drops now. And he based out a reversal. Back throw for the maximum meter build and the round. Not letting those drops phase him at all. Powell on the map.
He's played this guy before. He's like, oh, you're going to wake up EXTP, the oldest trick in the book, huh, Jobin? But that's what's scary about Jobin is, oh my god, did you see the reaction?
Who said anything about nerves? I'll take it all back.
Dash up, anti-air on that, and there it is again.
Just as you called it, Sejam.
Will he do it again? He woke up with a button.
Anti-air coming? He needed that. Buttons though. Did he get a count hit confirmed? Confirmed off the sledgehammer. Oh, another bait.
What are you doing? Jobin out here, the madman we call him for a reason. I looked over at Nemo's face, and he's staring at the screen like, bruh, how could you be that crazy? From like, Nemo.
He's disgusted.
Yeah, he's like, of all people, he's like, come on, man. What are you doing up on stage? Game 1, Powell after a shaky start.
And we have had confirmation that it's 3 out of 5 the whole way, guys. But this is the top 8.
Drill whip punish. That was beautiful. He just landed in time. A little high on the dive kick.
My God, what has changed there? He's just mauling him.
All offense, right? He doesn't care about the ground game of Jobin. He's just stuffing. It's all over him.
Oh, big drop.
No combo.
Oh, good punish and gets counter hit confirmed as well.
This is huge. Corner position after this. No kill, but throw might take it.
Wow. You know what rhymes with wow?
Wow.
Pow.
Pow.
Woo! Pow.
Come on, man.
Hey, Caps, come on. Give me a chance here.
I got you. Right into the corner. Wow, he tried to hold up. Yeah, and he got him with the tick throw. Oh, another one.
Beautifully committed to stuff here.
Did you see a wake-up crouching heavy punch punish? That was maximum, right? He knows in that position.
Oh, the interruption. And he's cornered again. Is this round going to slip out of his fingers again? Great spacing on that dive kick. Oh, what was that?
Got some kind of miss. Counter hit confirmed for Jobin.
Nice. He caught the button this time. Nice adjustment.
Yeah, tighten up those meaties. We've seen a lot of wake-up buttons from Powell already, and Jobin's really kind of bringing out the meaties to make sure.
Yeah, he's very, very stubborn, Jobin, which is a trait, I must say.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Punish here. And he always takes the V-trigger gauge. You notice that, right?
Yeah,
like he doesn't want to just go for the damage in a row.
He's not letting him stomp at all. It's the second time he's interrupted now.
He's like, you got to keep those block strings tight, otherwise he's going to be ready for it, you know?
You try anything, like, even slightly faking his interruption. Oh, nice. The crouch fierce connects from a distance. Base out of reversal again. Little walk underneath to put him in the corner. Critical up, set up time.
Double dash. What's the guess for Jobin on wake up? Will he commit one more time?
It's the meat immediate. Blocks and text. Good anti-air. Doesn't spend a meter. He's almost got critical up.
Counter hit.
He doesn't
he
spend
had the bar. He built up the last second. No anti-air. Jobin. And he hit a win.
Oh.
Gotta watch
Lots
crouch medium
right
stuff.
Oh, confirmed. No. Oh, connects.
Sometimes you bring out the oldest trick in the book. Powell saw the low forward, tried to confirm, but then hooligan anyway.
Yeah, he just hasn't seen a hooligan all set. You're just not ready when it comes out that one time. I must say that's the second time I've seen Jobin do that. He's got the meter to go into the critical arc. In V-gauge, he gets that ridiculously scary meaty setup. Didn't choose to spend it.
Yeah, you gotta know when you have the meter there. Early whip punish from Powell. And with no meter, you can just pressure Jobin for free, right? You don't have to respect the uppercut. No invincibility. Double roundhouse. He had the charge ready for this guidance, but EXTP.
Reversal. Oh my goodness. Powell is on a tear right now, but gets counter hit. Oh, combo drop. Gets lucky.
It was a reset anyway. Try to walk up for the throw.
Back into the crouch fierce.
Missed the
Drop, gets the reset. Oh my days, it's all working out.
What's happening up there? But Powell on match point 3-0 over Jobin.
Man, that 10-2 counts for absolutely nothing right now.
Not an Evo Finals, man. You're only good as your last set. Ooh, just out of range for that crouching medium kick.
Yeah, you don't want her to get started. I mean, we've seen already, nice, finally an anti-air to that dive kick. They're getting away with far too many jumps.
Yeah, when you're backdashing, you have to buffer those DPs, right?
Absolutely.
Such an important thing to do. You can't be lazy.
Oh, good neutral jump.
Working on Dizzy. He did it.
Oh, mate, have some of that, mate. Slammed up the funk. Let's go.
Drop him nice and easy. Jobin back on the board.
Okay. Massive, massive round, but it is still set point Powell.
Going up 2-0 so fast after the start of this looked really scary for him. Those ground pounds. Gets the counter hit, no confirm. Man, he's been stuffing those roundhouses all day. Jobin's just been committing to it. You know, Necalli has to use those buttons, right? The big crush counter button.
Wow, dash behind and got the recovery. Just fortunate timing on the board that missed his dark kick, gets anti-ed for it.
Yeah. That's you'll take that damage if you're Jobin, right? Build the bar back. He's working on V-trigger, 2 bars already. You can see in the bottom right.
Yeah, rarely in a position to have that much. Oh, what? Yeah,
Stop.
0 on block. I love that medium kick. Doesn't care what you're going to press. Is this the round? Yes, it is.
Jobin's on the board. 2-1 here. He brings it back after medium kick after blocking the jab.
Wake up jab, blocked, bang, medium kick to the jaw. That was delightful. I love it.
It's the knockout blow. That's what he was swinging for.
One of those nerfs that the camis are complaining about right now. It's a pretty, it's a pretty significant one. While, as you're seeing at the same time, still a very, very scary character to play against. I see no holding back right now from Powell. He's kind of every time he gets a meter, it's an EX dive kick. Every time there's a few seconds of nothingness, he's dashing forward, really not letting Jobin get settled.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Necalli, right? I think he's a good counterpuncher, right? He's really good when you give him some space to counterpoke, but initiating is not his strength. I mean, he has great offense, which is what we're seeing here. Counter hit on the dash up. He has meter for DP.
Face it. Stand throw. Oh, stayed in front. That was disgusting. No stun, though.
Went for the throw.
He's going in, chasing him down.
Oh, he goes.
He gets the hit. Oh, my God. There's no escaping this guy.
He chased him down, corner to corner, Powell back on match point.
And it's so clever to approach from the ground as well because he's been jumping so much. Yeah. That heavy kick got jumped. That would have been a perfect answer, but he's scared to do it.
Yeah, and he can V-trigger activate to get the uppercut, right?
Right.
Whip punish. Does the uppercut? No.
Another stand throw. Gets the 2 mediums just about close enough.
Looking to bait it again. Jobin in trouble here. Back to the wall.
Yeah,
TP's ready. He's been looking for the air approach, but he can't stop the dashes on the ground.
Oh, my goodness. Powell is playing out of his mind.
He's
Look
too
at
good.
this pressure.
Wake up, forward.
Love it.
He's got the DP pressure.
Oh, down it. Oh, my goodness. Big damage and the follow-up. Overhead.
Jobin's still alive. He brings it back for another round. What does he have left in the tank here? He's got bar. The dash.
This guy's anti-airs.
They've played each other too many times. The jab, EX, command, throw, sweep for the Oki.
And again, the command grab. Jobin turning it on now.
He's looking for that jump. You can feel it. He's buffering.
Yeah, he's not pressing hard anymore, is he? He's just pressing those buttons that recover in time. Neutral jumps, anticipating the air approach, and it works.
Yeah, look at Jobin go. He figured it out.
No cannon between. Delayed crouch, fierce connects, and a reset in the corner. This is where he's done all the damage. Another one of those reversals. None of them are connected. Is he stunned? Yes, he is.
He doesn't have the meter to kill, though.
Reset. What
reset.
Side?
Dash under.
Ooh.
He blocked. He expected the uppercut. Jobin didn't go for it. The crush. No combo.
No, that wasn't a legit setup. That's into the jab. One more reversal. He didn't land any of them. Just knows it too well.
He respected every single wake up. Sent to the losers bracket. The madman wouldn't block.
He wouldn't be Jobin if he wasn't doing it, though, right?
Yeah.
And I've got to respect the fact that he sticks to his guns, man. He kept letting it fly, but Powell just had the read on those DPs, and that really made the biggest difference, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, every single wake up, he dashed up and was like, maybe I'll play it a little safe, right? A little safe, right? Because that's what Jobin is known for. And that's why, like, you know, a guy like Jobin, he can wake up with that low forward we saw, and it just works, right? Because you run up to him on wake up, and you're just like, maybe I should, and he just wakes up low.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do about that?
You see that, right?
Yeah.
He should have maybe implemented a bit more of that, because clearly it was like a 1 in 5 rate that this guy was going for the meaty. He's either going for the shimmy, which is also an automatic block, right? Or he's going for a delayed button. So, you know, a few more wake ups would have worked, but like I said earlier, he wouldn't be Jobin if he wasn't letting fly every now and then.
Yeah.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
That's a great thing to point out, too, is that in this game, a lot of times when you try to bait a throw, you're also baiting an uppercut.
Yeah.
It's just you do both at the same time.
Options, just like that, yeah.
It's like, why not, right? That's why Jump Forward on Wake Up is so popular, because it beats walking back to bait a throw, and it beats walking back to block an uppercut.
Yeah.
So it beats multiple options in the same kind of way, right?
And that tiny little delay before you do it also is going to block the meaty if they go for it.
Yeah.
But that's just not Jobin's style.
No.
He's not. I'm not even sure he uses OSs like that. He just seems to just play with his heart, man. He just goes in.
He doesn't OS. He just picks an option and he selects it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how he plays.
Full commitment.
Yeah.
Like, you see the command grab on the knockdown in the first game?
Yeah.
He didn't even check to see if she just full commitment, command grab again.
Yeah, right away. He was like, whatever, it'll probably be all right. Imagine being that carefree in life. Can you imagine that?
I want to see this guy in his MMA fights. I mean, he must just throw everything into that first round.
Yeah,
right?
swinging like crazy.
He's got 8 TKO finishes. They must have been in the first 30 seconds.
I'm not surprised at all. If you told me that all of his wins and all of his losses are knockouts or TKOs, I'm like, yeah, perfect.
Totally believe it, right?
Yeah,
totally.
that's exactly his style. As we get up, two of the players that you guys are so familiar with, if you're watching Street Fighter, if you've been a fan of the series for a long time, Nemo, he's an EVO finalist in this game. EVO final, he did it back-to-back, 2015, 2016, right? Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5. Highest ranked, Rolento back in the arcades in Street Fighter 4 days. In this game, he has been a terror on Urien, and Momochi on the other side, he plays about 15 characters in this game. Extremely talented. He kind of focused last year on building up the young scene of Japan. But in that kind of teaching,
do you think that had an effect on his personal performance? Because he still had a great year.
Yeah, that's what I think is like when you sit back and you try to teach someone, you can like self-reflect and learn for your own play.
So you think he actually might benefit from it?
Yeah, I think so. Like,
it's a good shout, yeah.
Even though it was a little break for him nurturing up-and-coming players, like you can tell that his gameplay is as sharp as ever.
And he's always been like the scientist, the calculated guy who he doesn't really play that crazy style, which is a really good reason why he kind of left Ken behind, because Ken became the kind of character that kind of needs to have a bit of crazy to be viable.
Oh, definitely.
And now he's switching it up, Zeku, Colleen, and it looks like he's hovering over Zeku for this match.
Yeah, up against Nemo. Nemo has been playing Colleen. Also, he told me that in the CPT season this year, he wants to duel Colleen and Urien.
I like
both characters.
I like that.
And he used this tournament to practice a bit of his Colleen in some matchups. But he said there's matchups still. He's more comfortable with Urien, so he'd like to play him in matchups like this, and that's what we have. Zeku versus Urien. I'm so excited to see Nemo on the big stage.
Your resident Urien main here, massive fan of the character. I'm not even going to ask who he's rooting for.
Oh,
in this
man.
one.
Only a genius could play Urien at the highest level. That's what the immaculate spacing, the footsies. You know how hard it is to hit the heavy button?
Yeah, especially that EX tackle. I mean, geez, spacing on that.
It's so slow. It's only 7 frames on startup. I don't know how he does it. And early switch, young Zeku, right? That's what you're going to see a lot of in a matchup like this. It gives you better jump-ins against Urien, which he's kind of weak to at some angles, right? And also, it gives you the walk speed to contest.
Checking the run, counter hit, check too late. Wow, straight away.
That should let you know what kind of guy Nemo is, right? Early X headbutt. He's a very crazy player. That's what he's known for. As we see 2 counter hits as he's mashing jab on defense already.
Yeah, not letting him. Doesn't really want to let him. Oh, lovely little duck on defense here. Buttons on the left lander from Momochi, and the whiff punish on that crouch medium.
Yeah, slide activate. He was a little late, but he slid the button in time. Doesn't build critical art.
Bro,
he's got it now. Chip. Yeah, that was a rough spot for Nemo. You saw counter hit again.
Yeah.
How many counter hits has Nemo been hit by? 4 or 5 already?
4 already in that one round.
Yeah. Crouching jab is a good button. EX tackle gets him out.
Oh, no punish. I love the fact he was looking for that though. Definitely been studying that Nemo gameplay.
Chase the backdash. And the wake up jab, 3-framer.
Switches the side. I love that. Back to old.
He's got the auto media here with the fierce into the switch. And it's plus on block.
Look at the stun racking up here. Overhead this round. They can run away from him.
Oh, he tried to mirror reversal. He's so close.
He gets the juggle.
No mirror.
Oh, he could have activated off that light kick.
Don't get hit by it. Walk under. Looks for the frame trap. Nemo walking back.
Gets out of there. Oh my!
You can't test his reaction.
It's alive.
Living. Tackle. You gotta watch tackle activate.
Oh,
he jumps back again. What are you doing? You can't throw rock 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row.
He's got a V reversal too. He would have just V reversal that even if it blocks, but he's just so desperate to activate that V trigger. Man, what a first game from Momochi.
The reaction time, you saw him do the ninja pose on the way in. He's too ready, man. Reaction time out of control. Down jab, knee drop, Momochi with the check. In this young Zeku, you have 3-frame buttons on defense, right? You don't have that when you're old.
The block. Oh, no punish. What is going on here?
Yeah, surprising to see.
Maybe a bit thrown off of that first game. Nice counter hit confirmed. It's the slide.
Yeah, that's strong into the slide. Antier didn't get it.
Oh, wow.
And Nemo with some drops here. EX Grand for the frame.
That is plus. You better respect it.
And that's +2, but Nemo swings anyway.
Activates.
Jump over. He's got mirror activation available, but wall escape.
Yeah.
Hard to deal with. And you see the jump.
Yeah.
It's been giving him issues, right? He doesn't have those anti-airs on deck.
Yeah, that wasn't real.
It's not safe. Double digits negative.
Gets out of the corner. Counter hit. Gonna knock down.
Just goes for the throw. You gotta watch slide activated from Momochi, right?
It's coming. Yeah, V-reversal straight away. Oh, counter hit. Didn't go to the slide. Would have killed.
No combo.
Slide whip. Big whip punish. Oh, the light kick misses.
Yeah, he wasn't quite close enough. No cancel from Nemo.
He's
He's just walking.
forward. Look at this. So
Momochi.
intimidating.
He's just marching forward. Wow, how did he block at the last second? Oh, trying to chip. He wants shoulder in a chip.
Oh, finally. The shoulder connects.
He's like, you trying to shoulder from downtown? Why don't I do the same thing? Nemo avoids the chip.
You cannot read my tackle every time since Nemo, right? Got baited a few times that first game, but was ready this time. Interruption.
Oh, reversal.
My days.
Look, Momochi knows how to use a DP or an invincible move on defense. He's a professional.
Instantly used.
You get good Oki here? Yeah, walked out. He tried to get medium a little too far away. Yeah, the Oki on that's great if you have V-trigger too, right? Slide into V-trigger.
Slide, that's it, yeah.
Auto.
That's legit. Punish. I think he thought that knee was higher than it was.
Yeah.
Counter here. Oh, goes inside. It's going to be it.
Critical art for as much
Stuff
damage.
right?
The jam session, not enough. Meaty goes low.
There's the activation.
Overhead. What in the world?
What? He just knew he was going to stop pressing buttons at that point. That wasn't an accidental view reversal. That looked. There was enough delay on that.
It kind of looked real, right?
Yeah, that looked like a read. Just complete read.
How are you supposed to block that? No mortal man is going to block that on defense. We go 1-1 here.
Great adjustment there after that very convincing first game from Momochi as well.
Yeah.
Staying in ult this round.
I like it. Yeah, the Grams are more pesky than I think people realize, right? You also get access to, DP so you can anti-air with.
Yeah, they're also safe on block now, most of them now.
Right.
The new patch. New and improved Zeku. As if he wasn't scary enough already. Oh, the dashing catches the neutral jump.
EX
let him fly. That's an option he doesn't have with Young. Look at that.
I love it. Yeah, Momochi was ready for the jump.
Okay, he's ready for that run this time. Buttons after that tackle, though.
Yeah, it wasn't quite spaced well enough. And against a 3-frame character, usually you can hit a button after if it's not perfectly spaced.
Perfectly meaty.
Nemo's so close to getting V-trigger.
The activation.
Reversal.
Oh, gets thrown out, but he's safe.
Yeah, he can get V. Yep, gets the V skill after. You gotta watch the slide to trade, though.
Ready for that dash, though.
50-50. Wow, he hit a button.
What?
Another
jump. Oh, my God, he's so ready for those.
He just knows. Crouching medium kick, EX tackle. It's predictable. He's ready for it every time.
And he's getting the timing where, if you jump a bit too early, that second part of the tackle is just going to swipe you from the sky. The timing's so perfect, that's not even happening. That's the perfect meaty shoulder.
Yeah, respected the uppercut. Momochi didn't do it. I love the Gram right after, just to check Nemo. He's the kind of guy that'll wake up dash there, jump, or buttons. No anti-air. And he tried to walk back, I think maybe expecting a DP or trying to bait something out.
Right after next. Nice conversion. Neutral jump. Gets away with it. Goes back into Young mode. Plus, back dashes out.
Activates very late. Back throw. A lot of damage.
Whoa. He's gone down hit. Oh!
He could have confirmed to the super. Missed it there. That's what he tried.
He's in the corner now. This is dangerous.
No, he's going to punish.
No! Back dash worked out. Or was it a jump? I'm not sure. Whatever it was the perfect choice from Nemo. Sorry, from Momochi to take that second game.
Nemo wanted that offense so bad. Momochi, you saw miss his confirm. He had the counter hit roundhouse. He just got the jump kick after. He missed what he was trying to do. Probably the super there. And
yeah, I think it was a V-trigger activation of the EX. That was a very, very luxurious situation for Nemo. The back throw into the corner. Yeah. You've seen this guy obliterate guys with full health bars when he gets you in that position with his V-trigger. Yeah. Momochi knew that's what he was looking to activate.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we saw when
What?
I don't believe it. This guy is a madman. Anti-airs this time. We saw that situation you mentioned with Nemo against NL, right? He had such a big lead. He got back thrown. He was in the corner. He got that mirror activation. Your health bar just disappears. We got game 4 here.
Oh, what?
By Miss Graham.
Yeah, excuse me.
So look at this. You see the young Zeku. There's a little punish, but
the best punish. There's a few times now he's allowed things to go without being fully punished. That's too high. Punish that. Yes, he will.
Run slide after for the corner carry. Baits the throw.
Throw bait.
Heavy shoulder. Takes the DP after. Goes back for the meaty. Throw Dizzy.
Oh my goodness, look at that from Momochi. Not letting Nemo breathe. And you know he's not the kind of Urian that's going to spend that V reversal. No. His V trigger is too deadly. He knows he always needs it. Just kept that pressure piling on.
Yeah, he's either going to, down jab or EX headbutt, right? It's not like he's going to V reversal. It's not like he's going to go for anything else. He's seeing that Coral quick actually to try to get some damage, but bad news.
Working out for Nemo. Headed to the corner again. That jab interrupts the button on wake up. Can't get hit here. This could be the end. Has to be reversal. I agree with that choice.
Yeah, has to get out of there. But these
he's going to count here anyway. Dizzy. I think he's done.
Trying to beat the throw. EX knees.
Oh, gets away with that. Nice.
Fierce. Another one. Momochi. He just needs one confirm in a critical art. Watch the medium punch from Momochi. That's what he's going to look for.
Oh, the guy is too late. Doesn't matter. Look how instant that was. Just as he got the V-trigger, you're not going to get a chance to use it. Tiny little walk forward, down medium to the gut. Counter hit confirmed from Momochi. Fantastic play from him.
He just cleaned it up.
Yeah, that was pretty.
It's just like you run into one of those guys, as a player like Nemo, who likes to be super active, right? You just want to run around the screen, you want to do what you want. You run into a wall like Momochi, and it's just so hard.
Wall is such a good description. He was so ready for all the things that Nemo does so well. Also, he wasn't deterred at all. The few times he got anti-aired, kept jumping, especially finding that angle you spoke about. Well, I know heavy kick can be reliable sometimes, but you've got to be looking for it.
You have to be super ready, right? Because you're not going to use heavy kick for anything else.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just that anti-air. It's like right above the head where he's a little tall, like... It's one of the weaknesses of being a tall character, right? There's like a few that you have to think about, but that is one for Urian for sure. And you saw Momochi just jump at that perfect angle with young Zeku, gave him a lot of issues.
Yeah, and actually, after that block, every time you got him in that position, he was plus on the landing.
Yeah.
The mix-up afterwards, he was guessing right every time. It was the roundhouse, it was the shimmy, it was the delayed jab, it was the instant throw, and Nemo just kept guessing wrong. And it's a complete guess when you're in that scenario. You've lost your charge, there's no reversal. That's the great thing about playing against a charged character and crossing him up, is taking away that reversal option straight away.
Yeah, you have that down-up reversal, like, what are you going to do? You don't have it, you can't EX headbutt, so that's why even like a character like Miko, and she does cross-up jump light kick, Urian is just 50-50.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, right?
Yeah, you're guessing. That's it. And you haven't even got a free frame to like kind of catch something out. It's surprising. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, so that means Momochi in winners finals of the tournament, top 3.
Up against Powell.
I
quite like the sound of that one. I mean, Powell's already dismantled Tokido and a bunch of guys on his way. 2 top 8 winner side today. Yeah. Now he's in the winners final. But a familiar face here in the losers bracket as we drop down to continue through this SF5 top 8 at EVO Japan 2019. Oil King.
Up against the U.S.'s only player in the top 8, Punk, right? He made it out here.
Didn't have too much representation here overall, though. Pretty good to have a U.S. player here considering, right?
Yeah, I feel like of the top U.S. players, he's really the one that was here, right? Like a lot of there's other players I think that were in the Tokyo area that didn't maybe come out or anything like that, but he's definitely the big one. I think many people expected him to do pretty well this weekend. Top 8 on loser side. Karen is excellent in this version. Yeah, she's so good.
Well and truly legit now.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're a Karen player, this is a great version for you to be playing that character again. And he kind of had that character crisis, soul searching in the last version of the game, but now back on that character, looking comfortable. But the thing about Punk is like he's the kind of guy that would run into Rashid, and he does this with Colleen. He would just like play the mirror match.
Yeah, he does do that. Yeah,
you notice that?
He takes the mix sometimes. Is he being serious when he does that, or is he like he's just pulling the person's leg?
No, I've heard stories about he'd play against JB and he would just pick Rashid against him. Or he played against Neon. He played against Neon. He picked Colleen.
You were there in Texas, right? We had that event, right?
Yeah.
And he picked Cammy against K-Pop.
Yeah.
And actually beat him.
Yeah. He's the kind of guy that you have to think about his biggest strength is the whip punishing on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So when you give someone and him the exact same normals, suddenly it's like we're playing the exact same even game. It's straight up.
He's much better at it than most people, right?
Yeah. So that's where he just makes the game it's my buttons versus yours. But he has opted to play Karen here, obviously, in the first game.
He's also a huge crowd favorite here, isn't he, Seijan?
When they said his name, for him.
The Japanese crowd went crazy for him here.
I feel like he got maybe the loudest applause.
Yeah, I honestly do feel like he did. I mean, some of the more familiar Japanese names, like big names, aren't here this weekend. Could be a fan favorite.
Yeah, as we see the early whip punish from Punk. One of the things about Punk is he's one of those players that the first time you play him and you whiff a button and he whip punishes you, you're like, oh no. What do you mean? I was so far away, it didn't feel like I was even, you know what I mean? He's one of those guys that when he whip punishes you, you feel it.
And you wonder as well, he didn't mean that. You were just pressing that button. So you try it again, and he does it again. You're like, oh crap, I can't do that against this guy.
So then you start whipping light buttons. You see Oil King whipping lots of light buttons, right? So you're like, all right, I'm going to bait him. Oh man, throw bait. And you just, you can't do it. He's just so good on the ground. And look at the perfect range. He's just waiting for those buttons to come out. No anti-air.
Love that jump angle there from Oil King. The weakness of Karen.
I love the V reversal.
Still there though.
Yeah. He got one mix-up off the V-trigger. So not bad. And you got rid of the
nice jump time. He gets out of there.
That was beautiful. Yeah, he just knew. No anti-air again, but the backdash.
Yeah, super important to get out of those EX whirlwind situations. Rashid becomes extremely OP when you hit those.
Yeah, you notice Oil King has not hit very many buttons. He's using the raw mixer to try to get in, right? He's like, okay, I don't want to even try to play the ground game that much. That was a throw bait.
Yeah, you would have seen a ton of down faces by now, but he's not even thinking out. He knows Punk is going to punish. He's going to get the critical art. He's going to take this first round.
Yeah. One of the most important things in this game, we saw it with the Nemo Mochi match. If you flip out in the air, you got to land with the button. Yeah. Like, a lot of times it's the best choice. You got that jab, instant Tenko into the combo. Great choice for Punk.
Yeah, people just aren't ready for the variation of timing, depending on the height they're at. So many people getting counter hit when they land there. And like you said, it happened earlier. It just happened again there.
Anti-air. Wow, that's spacing.
Great angle on the anti-air.
It's tough, man. To be ready with Karen, her anti-airs are without bar. Okay, they're not amazing.
Yeah,
right?
they're not terrible, but they're not great. It's definitely one of her less stronger areas. This meaty jab link in there.
Yeah, into the medium punch. All right, throw to the corner already. This is good position. Well spaced on the heavy kick.
Yeah, no punish from that range. Activates just to slow down that momentum, but look at that meter there.
Check your legs, man.
Good block against counter hit afterwards. Trust the buttons. There's that new buff, that knockdown. Gets the meaty afterwards.
Dash up.
Jumps out. Overhead block. Gonna get punished. In the corner now. This is very dangerous.
What's he got on the gas?
That was delayed, wasn't it? Was that delayed?
Yeah, I don't even think he did it right away.
Because I saw Punk wait and then throw. That was like a delayed EXDB wake up.
But that's what Oil King's known for, those wake up uppercuts, man. Remember at Capcom Cup, there was that discussion where Gotchkin was like, I don't want to play Oil King. He's crazy, man. That guy's insane. And that, he didn't run into him for that reason.
Yeah, and a crazy person in SF5 is just a dead man walking usually. But if you're crazy and you're good, it's the worst mix-up. Because he's crazy and he's actually amazing at the game.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do to somebody like that? Backdash. Punk has been using that backdash a lot defensively. Walk-up block.
Yeah, I love that. Just takes a bit. That block's done away. Yeah, that feature is gone. Doesn't jump past that one. View reversal straight away. Doesn't want none of that mix-up.
And Punk, one hit confirm here can kill. You can't get hit by the low.
Gets away with that EX this time. Too quick. Jumps in. No anti-air. Throws.
Big now. V reversal. Love it. And that great damage is adding up.
Yeah, gets out of the corner straight away with that medium kick. Jab, check on the jump in. And jump fares back. That gets the reset. It's worked out perfectly.
It keeps happening. The air flip out critical art.
This is the thing. This is the thing, man. People don't see it still. We saw Momochi with it earlier as well. But it's not the fact that they're getting air flipped out that's really doing it for me. It's how ready they are to capitalize on that whiff that's happening, the animation that's whiffing when they land. Just like you said earlier, you've got to be ready to capitalize on that. That's exactly what he did.
He landed with a medium button. It's not like he just did a jab that time. He saw it. He was like, oh yeah, I can land with crouching medium punch.
Momochi just landed and bang, critical art, like instantaneous.
And that's the thing, if you're Punk here, right, you have to recognize that. Or if you're Oil King, he's backdashing. Yeah, see, he's backdashing like crazy.
Yeah,
so if he's going to backdash on defense, he's going to get air flipped out. You got to scout the backdash.
You've got to try and catch it with some kind of crush counter, or at least anticipate it. Catch him low. Whatever you can do to make the adjustment. Beautiful play here from Punk. Punish that. No escape for you.
Yeah, not so easy. Wake up buttons. He respected the EXDP. No interrupt again from Punk there. Just a walk-up block. He's looking to be in range so that he can try to block something negative and get out of the corner. Flipped him.
That best crouch lock in the game, really getting a lot of mileage there from Oil King. He has Punk cornered as well. Great jump out, and he turns the tide here with that acceleration. Beautiful anti-air. Punk looking good. Just jumps out. He knows. He's seen that video before.
Oh my, he almost got him again. He's dancing on him. Backdash this time. Just gets away. Gotta watch the Eagle Spike for the mixer.
There it comes. He'll run out before he gets to the corner. No combo. Backdash again.
EX, the Rekka. Not enough to kill. The DP.
Wake up, here we go. In the corner. Counter hit. Drag him as a button.
The throw.
Oil King. Clutching it out. I love the stubbornness on this guy.
He just wouldn't die. He was like, walk up, pressure me, EXDP with a pixel of life. No fear. Interruption.
Medium this time.
Yeah, and it was a light button, right, that he did, so that's why Punk was so ready.
Great observation there from Punk.
Jump out again.
Paying attention to everything that makes Rashid a strong character and really neutralizing it. Jumping anti-air as well. This is quality play from Punk. Look how quality he's playing, but it's not counting for much in terms of damage as he gets hit by that wake-up reversal.
Yeah, and that's Oil King right there. Those wake-up DPs really counting in those situations. Gives him a lot of momentum, and you get a good corner carry. V-skill activate.
Oil King's done a great job of blocking the crouch medium kick, actually.
Yeah.
He's blocked almost every single one in neutral.
It's very hard to walk in and block against this character. Gotta watch reaction critical art on something. Jump over.
Takes a base on the stand throw. Big damage. Reset.
Yeah, no cancel. Maybe he didn't know what side he was on.
Probably right there. Jumps out. Never sitting still is Punk.
Can't get hit low. He didn't confirm. No. Oh! Could have been it. Back throw.
Critical art.
Chip is a big problem. Well, he has V reversal available, actually. So Punk is running. Rekka. Chip. Overhead. Nice jump out.
Whoa,
Raw super. Nothing.
That doesn't work. Why do you do that?
Oh, no.
What the hell are you doing? No.
He could have done Eagle Spike. He could have done anything.
Oh, man. Boy. Brain freeze there for Oil King.
What in the world? That could have been it.
Punk with the galactic brain bait.
The oldest trick of the book. Let me whip my super. Genius play from Punk. Oh, you think he did it on purpose to bait the... Air flip out again works for Punk.
All right, back in this round now. It's a massive turning point. Back to the corner.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, yes. Big bait.
Yeah, and he gets full combo in the corner here. Punk in a bad spot. He did it again.
I love it.
Page out of Oil King's book.
Okay, a brave take there from Oil King. Catches the recovery on that trip guard, though.
The walk under. This is a scary spot. Oil King wakes up, but... How many times has he woken up DP and no fear from Punk?
I love it. He was convinced Punk was going to wait that time. No, he isn't. He knows what you're trying to do to him. You're trying to condition him. Not having it. Like it. Tenko takes that second game.
Yeah, even the nod from Punk. Like, all right, I see you. I knew he was going to do that. That's what he said in his head. I knew it. Wow. Whip punish, the whip punish attempt. Look at Punk walking back, trying to find that range.
Despite defending so well against these crouch medium kicks, he's still down 2-0 here.
Yeah. Wow, that block was wild. It looked like he was going under for sure. Oh, NCR a little too far. Okay. Yeah. It moved him in, right? He was too close on the jump.
Buttons. Oh, it doesn't matter. Tried to activate off that stand roundhouse, not happening.
And you mentioned that crouching light kick from Rashid. It's so good.
So
good. You got to be kidding me.
Punk not giving up this round.
All right. Yeah, he committed the bar. He was chasing him down. If he got a crush counter roundhouse there, could have been the start, but...
And it would have been the corner as well.
Yeah, Oil King with the medium kick. Great button to close it out.
Oh, look at that delayed jab interrupt there.
Yeah, check on the dash. Wall escape. That time it works out. Backdash again.
Not sitting still. You want to see Oil King just start putting some deadly buttons in between these plus frames. You see, that's why he's not used that button in this game. Punk's still absolutely ready, despite never seeing it. Air to air. Switches sides though, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he lost the corner position. Gotta watch the cancel into the whirlwind shot.
Ready for that EX.
Backdash
out, he's gonna get it.
He built it, didn't spend it. Another EX.
I don't think it would have killed. Decided not to spend it. I'm not sure.
Gotta watch the activation from Oil King here. There it
just
is.
Just as you called it, Sajab.
Roll kick. The
back throw.
Not
still
enough.
alive.
Oh, God. Oh, he got hit low.
No confirmed for the first time. Getting clipped by that low. Jumps in, gets it. Oil King with all the right reads.
Jump in block. He knew it. He was like, he's got a pixel. He wants to hit it so bad. Perfect defense there from Oil King.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why I suck at this game. I'm saying you should be going for some kind of like aggressive buttons when you end up in those plus frames with the jump in. He's delaying, and absolutely rightfully so for reasons like that.
You have to make those decisions. There's that confirmed. Punk needed that last game. He would have been around on the board, but looking at 2-1 here. Oil King, you know, he's been going for those wall escapes a lot. I like that he's not doing it here because Punk's waiting for it. You can see it. That's why he wasn't ready for that jump. He was like, okay, maybe he won't do it.
Yeah, I
love
that.
To something else.
I love that variation of movement there from Oil King. Still ready for the EX. He knew it was coming, and he activates now with Oil King in the corner. Just about gets over that anti-air.
Back throw back to the corner, but hard to keep Rashid there. Whip punish didn't go.
Okay, gets confirmed this time.
Yeah.
Big bait. That should be the round.
That's about 5 too many for Oil King there. Commits to the DP. Punk with the perfect punish, and we're looking like match point for Punk again, and the Japanese crowd's feeling it.
Yeah, they're loving it. So much noise every time Punk wins a round.
Walk up check from Punk after the -2 on the medium kick.
Lovely little walk underneath that jump in. Like that angle still getting a lot of reward here in mileage for Oil King as he gets the pressure now, puts him towards the corner. Finally an anti-air.
Doesn't bite. He was willing to take that throw. Whip punish.
Oh my God.
The problem is he's used that button enough times that Punk's seen it.
Doesn't care.
EX. Cancel out. Walk up and block from Punk. One mix up here, and Punk defends successfully.
All right, lovely confirmed that crouch medium. Baited again. He's not having any of it. Big damage incoming here.
Not enough to dizzy.
As well. Tries to shimmy. No, bang for you.
Punk moving on in loser's bracket. He sends Oil King home in 7th place.
Oil King clearly not happy with that, but I've got to say the better man won in that set. So many adjustments, so many Rashid-specific tactics there. The position he stood at when Rashid is in the corner, the choice to do nothing and focus and wait for the EX whirlwind just so he could jump over it. Yeah. Really loved Punk's application to that matchup. A lot of stuff that all the Rashids were getting away with yesterday didn't work against him.
Yeah, and like the big thing there too is if you're Punk, right? Like how many times did we see him like crouching medium punch? This is all he did. He walked up, he did crouching medium punch on block. Oil King block, crouching medium punch, he just waited. Yeah. He's like, oh, you're going to jump off the wall, boom, boom, right? And then he just did it like 5 times in a row. Crouching medium punch, oh, you're going to jump off the wall, boom, boom. And it's like, Oil King
always at that range where it reaches, you know. A couple of times it was a bit far away, so I had to jump forward.
Yeah.
But still always at an angle where it reaches. I love that. I've not seen Karen actually do that consistently against Rashid.
Yeah, especially he was doing it at like the neutral jump range.
Yeah, exactly.
That was perfect.
Perfect. Love that play. He's looking very solid today. I mean, he had some problems with the setup yesterday. Yeah. He was dropping a lot of confirms. Today I didn't see a single Tenko come out on a blocked crouch medium kick. And the few times he did get a medium kick, he was confirming. So he's looking more like his normal self. And the one in that entire set, there was one whiff down fierce. One.
Yeah.
It got whiff punished.
Immediately.
Instantly.
Yeah, and then it was like the medium kick was throwing him off. And by like that last game there, you saw he stuck out medium kick. Punk was
out of spacing for it, right?
He got it. It was like, how can you beat that guy?
He's so good at that.
Every button you hit, he just whiff punishes. You're like, what am I supposed to do?
And the character got better.
Yeah.
It could be his day. We'll see. He's in the loser side, you know.
Yeah, he's loser side. This is his second Evo top 8, obviously, right? He made it a couple years ago when Tokido got the W in the US of A. So, you know, in top 8 again, he's made it here. He's looking solid so far as we jump into our final loser bracket match of round 1. Cygames Beast TV Fudo on the screen.
Bullhorn madness right now.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have Birdie.
We're gonna have Birdie, baby.
Mm-hmm. I know you love his accent. It's very,
mate, big fan of that.
It's very it's authentic to the British.
Pretty authentic, it sounds pretty accurate. Saj. Yeah, mate.
I
was just saying to Saj before we kicked off the stream today, if he was in the UK with a bunch of birdies, we'd be saying Saj. We wouldn't say Sage, we'd say Saj, mate.
You'd shorten it every time. You know what's funny is I've noticed that.
Yeah, on a football pitch, you got the ball on the right wing.
Yeah.
I'm free in the box.
Yeah.
And it's Saj. In the middle, mate, in the middle. And if you don't pass it, I'm, you belling, what are you doing? That's how we talk, you know?
You know, I imagine what just went through my head is when people that never watch fighting games and they hear like, oh, it gets the meaty into the combo, into the crush. That's like exactly how I felt. I was like, right wing.
You don't hear Cockney British accents.
No.
And you don't play football. No. The real football, by the way. American
well, look, whatever you say, all right? I'm not fighting for either one. We got a Birdie Mira here. We got old school legend in Crusher, right? Really, really old school player, but oh wow, not even the Birdie Mira. I thought he would play it. Mika on the screen.
Yeah, I like it, actually. I like it. Mika can smother the hell out of Birdie.
What's interesting to me is that I really thought in this situation, right, that, you know, like Birdie obviously Crusher has the advantage. He's been playing the character for a long time now. Yeah. So I
saw a few things from Fudo yesterday that were like kind of telling me he's still kind of working on the character.
It's a work in progress, but this is a great event to do it, right? CPT coming up soon, Evo Japan, an incredible event to test your will, right? See how strong you are as a player. Early dropkick Brimstone.
Yeah, I actually spoke to Oil King after he got sent to losers by Crusher yesterday. He said that's by far the best birdie he's played.
Yeah.
He thinks that's the best birdie around right now.
Extremely good, right? I mean, he's one of those players always going to be holding on to those bullhorns, looking really solid. And in this version, Birdie is really good. So, character you have to watch out for sure.
Yeah, it's a view reversal that time. Needs to start finding an answer for that drop kick.
See those long-range tap heavy kicks from Fudo. There's the jump in that time. He used the jump splash early, right? Because he knows Birdie anti-air is so good. Activates.
View reversals out there. Saw the hands. Love that. Oh, he fakes out the anti-air again, though.
It is risky for Fudo to do, but if it's going to work, right, you might as well try it. All right, there's the jump. Fudo walks back. Anti-air again.
Nice interruption. Almost got that V-trigger. He gets it. There's the activation.
Fudo with a walk-up block. Anti-air again, and the command throw.
Look at that. And this is a big, big turning point in Birdie. A lot of people don't talk about this. Yes, he can get 2 V-triggers around, but also he can still have comeback potential while using V-reversal.
Yes.
It's a massive change.
And it's big, right? Even though the activation's maybe not as strong as V-Trigger 1, like, the use of it and the 2-bar V-Trigger is very good.
Yeah, I saw two V-reversals in that round, got him out of sticky situations, and he still got the V-Trigger activation towards the end.
Yeah, we're seeing the ground game here. Obviously, Birdie going to be really, really strong, but Fudo's trying to throw off the jump timing, jump splash, or jump in. It's an okay mix-up, but it's very risky, right? And we saw it right there, the anti-air again.
Ooh.
Bullhorn's great.
That beats both anti-air jumping options as well. Lovely adjustment. Oh, good block.
Great punish, too.
I knew he was going to do it again. Yeah. I knew it. You're not a Birdie player if you don't, right?
Sometimes you have to. Sweep activate. Command throw.
Throws him up.
Nadeshko not going to be a factor. Meaty. Goes for the regular throw.
This is where he really struggles.
Oh, that was a V reversal. EX Peach for the punish.
Still in this.
Gotta watch the chain. Command throw.
Oh, I love it. I love the option.
Giant swing. The more damaging one, too. He said, why not? Light punch, giant swing, big range, right? So you know it's going to be there. Good choice for Fudo on the negative frames.
Yeah, this is what we talked about yesterday, right? It's not the fact that your opponent's -2. It's the fact that you're +2.
Yeah. So you can enforce your will, right? Throws, command throws. You know, are they going to try to jump? You go for the medium punch.
All right, much better neutral play here. It's that air approach he's got to look out for. The drop kick and the air approach. Fudo's mixed it up really well. He's jumping at an angle where that crouch medium can whip. Lovely interruption there with that snap medium punch. Look at him getting sent to the corner again.
Carrying him all the way corner. Activates. The reversal. Nadeshko.
Oh. Neutral jump. Stand throw bait.
The clap.
Horrible situation there for Birdie.
He might bait
needs
the
to
throw.
read correct. It's a command grab.
Neutral jump.
Up again. Oh,
he's dead.
It's going to be a grab.
The dizzy, the kill. Fudo with game 1.
I've got to ask, Sej, you know, you being a pretty high-level player, you know, Sejan, by the way, has taken out a few of the top guys who made it pretty far.
Whoa. That's
I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say any names. You know, he's won a few sets here and there. When you see Mika doing these things, and Luffy, you're going to hate me for this, but I'm going to say it, right?
Okay.
Why on earth does this guy feel the need to pick up Birdie? I mean, Mika she escaped the nerf back again. She's an absolute tyrant.
She's a very, very strong character still, right? I feel like even since season 1, obviously she was ridiculously good, but she's always been this good. I think the thing is that Birdie maybe offers some stability on the ground that Mika doesn't always have.
Oh, he's solid on the ground. Definitely.
Yeah, and if you're Fudo, that's your strength.
That's the thing. If there's one character, one person, one Mika in the world that can play on the ground quite competently against anyone, it's Fudo.
Yeah, he really shines. Missed anti-air. This is going to be close to dizzy. Wait for the reset. That's the mix-up. Is it jab, EX giant swing, or is it jab strong, short strong, right? It's always the guess that you have to do in that kind of situation.
And this is the smothering that I'm talking about. As much as Birdie's improved in this game, that defense is still very suspect. And scenarios like this are still horrible to deal with.
Yep.
Dash up. Dash. Yeah, gets him low. He's in the same situation in the corner again.
Check with a medium punch after. Fudo with a drop kick, no answer. Lady Mika. Wow, that was so far. He couldn't do it. I don't know.
Wow.
Try to bait the throw. He gets the regular throw. Crushes in huge trouble. The anti-air.
He needed that, but look at this huge life lead. Tries to jump in. That's not going to work. Drop kick again. Has to be reversal. Probably not going to see a V-trigger this round after that. He's got that critical out though, leaving it to the best setup. Too far away.
He couldn't do the super. He didn't build the meter.
Oh, finally. He's in a critical out. Okay, here's the setup.
He gets Oki, but you have to respect Fudo critical art on wake up too.
Absolutely. What's he going to do? Goes for the meat. That's plus still.
Dash into the chain.
Situation. Oh, what was that?
He jumped to bait the critical art, and Fudo knew it. Went for the jump back. Nadeshko activate.
Let's go. There she comes. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Jump, EX, giant swing. Wait, how's Nadeshko there? She was flying through the air.
What are you supposed to do in that situation?
You jump, you die. You block, you die. Tough time.
That was a perfect sandwich opportunity, man.
That was.
We missed it. We missed it a bit late.
We'll get another chance, maybe.
Oh, yeah, we'll get another chance.
We'll get another. It's Fudo. 2-0 here against Crusher with the Mika pick. I like it a lot. I think...
what is with these whiff command grabs? He's missing his dash?
Maybe he's walking back and then going forward and doing medium punch. He's getting an accidental command throw, but... You know, I think Mika is a perfect choice for Fudo here, right? You can see how comfortable he is.
It's a great choice. And you can see how horrible it is for Birdie once she gets it.
Man, Luffy's going to kill you. Didn't get for the V-trigger activation.
But yeah, he feels that confident in the matchup.
The buffer punish.
That's unlucky.
Brimstone. Tough spot to be. Goes meaty.
Meaty stand light kick. Horrible situation. Oh, the sledgehammer missed. Just about blocked. And another one. That V-trigger's gone now for the round. Has still this and win honestly. He does almost have a critical out though.
Ooh, that could have been EX Peach neutral jump anti-air. Fudo's really good at those.
And he gets a great setup afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Punish. Oh, the one time.
Dash up. Drop him with the fears. The sandwich. Cleaned up. Fudo 1 round away.
Damn, clean. Very dominating performance here. I love this choice of Mika. It obviously made sense. Sorry to all you Birdie fans who are hoping to see a mirror match.
Yeah,
Fudo's a bit smarter than that.
Oh, really well-spaced Peach, but maybe not well-spaced enough. Fudo usually pretty good at that.
It's that range that Birdie has on that stand light kick. Oh, catches him trying to run away. Resets it.
Yeah, regular throw, safe choice. Catches the meaty.
How long has he been in this right-hand side corner, Sejan? The whole set.
The whole set's been by that booth back there. Baits the anti-air. Catches the back dash.
Damaging coming. I think he'll just about survive this.
Clap to the wall. Use the mic to power it up. 50-50.
Oh, what's it going to be? Oh, come on!
Another one. Boom. Drop him with a swing. Fudo moving on in loser's bracket. Cleaned it up.
Wow. Absolute domination.
Yeah, if you're Fudo there, big chillin'. You feel great about that set. You showed up 3-0, looking confident on your main character, right? And you obviously have that birdie in your back pocket that he's been repping this weekend as well. So Crusher, along with Oil King, going home with 7th place in this tournament. I mean, you got to feel good. You jump into 2019, you show up at EVO Japan, right? 7th place, not bad. It's a good way to start the year.
Good play for him, and obviously he's getting a lot of respect from the high-level players as well. He's clearly improved big time.
Yeah.
Just wasn't enough on this occasion. Maybe a matchup he needs to work on, but I love that from Fudo. He's looking very solid. I'd like to see more Mika in this top 8 if possible.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you guys have been enjoying all the Street Fighter action. So far, we're going to go to a very short break. We'll be back with top 8 in just a little bit.
トニマルです。最近のいいこと？あ、この前オーディション受けたんですけど、受かって仕事もらえたんですよ。再現 CG の仕事なんですけど。やりきってやりました。
あなたにハッピーを、ハピちゃん。2月はドリンクもらえる。DTV 特典実施中。
やりきってやりました。
The ultimate arcade stick that truly embraces the fighting game spirit. The landmark in design and functionality. Fighting Edge Yaiva. Embraced by professional players. The pinnacle of arcade sticks. Party meets Cup Noodle, celebrating FGC's enthusiasm. Free giveaway. Check EVO's Twitter account for details. Globally limited to 10 bits only.
No idea where these two terrorists are, and now Mo's position is known.
Oh my god.
I am champion!
Mouse.
行くぞ！くらえ！くらえ！やった！
Welcome back to EVO Japan 2019. What an electrifying start we've had so far with some crazy results. 2 players have been eliminated, but there are still some heroes in there. Me, myself, F-Word, and none other than...
Say, Jam, how's it going, everybody? We have our winners finals established. Powell versus Momochi. That's a really weird one, right? It was kind of cool to see that we had, on one side, Powell, Jobin, super close friends. Played each other a lot. They have that first 10 we talked about. And then Momochi, Nemo, I mean, we've seen them so much, right? 2 of the most travel players to probably ever play Street Fighter. Down there in the losers bracket, Oil King and Crusher both go home with 7th place. As we look at Jobin Punk, which will be our next match, and then Nemo Fudo.
Oh man, some really juicy ones to continue on through. I'm really liking the look of Punk. Some of the most standout performances for me so far. Powell, obviously knowing his teammate and friend so well, but Punk earlier today in that match we just saw. Also, I must say, in my opinion, Momochi has just kind of stole the show for me. In terms of quality in one set, the way he dismantled Nemo, and that's Nemo, by the way.
Yeah.
Blew my
Backdash
mind.
critical on the reaction, that was like, wow. It's out of control. When your reaction speed is that fast, EX tackle from like half screen away, you're like, yeah, backdash critical. No problem.
So ready.
Yeah, as we end up with Jobin here, the interesting thing is, in general, I feel like Punk is very good against this style.
Yeah.
The kind of like a character with stubby normals and a player who plays a little crazy. I think that usually those are the things that he's very good at. And we saw even Oil King, he had like the crazy wake-up DPs and stuff like that. Punk was ready for it. He played very, very like conservative on wake-up. He got hit by some of them, but he did a good job of kind of mitigating.
He did, yeah, really well. Cost Oil King in the end. I have seen Fennel make this look a bit more difficult for Punk than other Nikali too, but of course this isn't Fennel. If you can implement that solidness with a bit of that craziness, it doesn't matter who you are, It doesn't matter if you're Punk. You're in those scenarios, you're reading right, you're going to be in big trouble. But what Punk does so well is once he's been read right once or twice, he adjusts very well. And once he gets that read once right, he turns it around very quickly.
Yeah, here we go. We're jumping into the match. The big thing to watch is you have to use the size modes extremely well because the grounded button is going to be very hard against Punk.
For example.
With punish early on. He's going to be very, very clean about shutting down those normals. So you have to kind of really space your size modes well. Get the jumps.
Jump. He made him do that ground pound. The little standstill there.
Yeah, played safe on the wake up.
We've seen it. We've seen it already, Jobs.
Yeah, once or twice, all right. But this many times in a row, Punk's already seen it. DP. Doesn't even need it.
Great meter management there from Punk.
Yeah, and you can't ask for a better round, right? Knock him down, play safe on both wake-ups, get jab throw, and then block the uppercut. Perfect choice from Punk.
I don't know if it's her deceptive frame that's making some of these guys feel like they should be reversing against Karen. A quick reminder, she hits like a freaking truck.
Yeah, especially when she's got bar to dump. Size modes. Those have been the best thing on the ground so far for Jobin. Interruption on the heavy kick to the corner already.
Here we go again.
Wake up
stomp. Love it.
Yeah, it would have been something like walk-up throw. V-reversal, maybe expecting a dash.
Okay, nice choice. He just got baited with the anti-air, the dive kick. Now he's using the meat as anti-air. That stand medium connects on the medium kick, though.
All right, back throw. Oki. Command throw.
The one time.
Gets out of there with the shoulder. Not enough to kill. Backdash.
Punk.
Dancing on him. In and out. Baits the throw. Fierce. Punk cleans it up game one. And this is what I mean. Stylistically, I think this is going to be a rough one for Jobin.
Yeah, it's looking like it. And it's looking like there's a few more layers that Punk can employ if he needs. I mean, he's really just almost in gear 2 right now. Jobin's really going to need to push out the best Punk.
Yeah, it's like he has to get past the first level where it's like, okay, I like to wake up DP a lot.
Yeah.
And he has to like kind of realize that Punk knows that and employ something a little crazier, because look at that.
There it is. Stuff like that. Beautiful whiff punish from Punk. Look where he's standing. So comfortable.
Yeah, the size nose works. There's a crush. That's big. A lot of V-gauge on that corner position as well. The V-reversal from Punk. 2-bar V-trigger. She'll build it back.
Yeah, despite all this domination, Punk looks very comfortable still, and he's looking for an opening. I'm liking this round from Jobin so far, though.
Yeah, a little
Beautiful
slower.
range on that neutral jump. Roundhouse.
Activates.
Oh, my goodness. He doesn't care.
Reversal jab again. DP.
Wow, look at the angle on that bad boy.
He did the light one, too, maybe to try to hit it vertical up the head. It's nice and fast,
perfect.
right? 3 frames, so that's what he was looking for. Oh, he tried to walk under again.
I love the optimization with the jab into the DP as well to maximize the damage and the corner carry.
Yeah, get the knockdown as well, right? EX Stomp doesn't get that.
It's just beautiful play from Jobin. He's really turned this around.
V-reversal. But he really can't. Yeah, he doesn't look as clean on the ground now. Jobin's kind of throwing him off to confirm. Baits the throw.
Dashes out. Not interested in any of your shimmy games. Catches him trying to press a button as he dashes forward.
All right, activates.
Oh,
and he just doesn't.
What? Oh!
Jobin knew it. He's like, all right, you're going to respect my DPs. I'll just reversal low forward.
Look at the adjustment made, Sajab. Wow.
Perfect. We said, like, okay. I just said, like, Punk knows, like, oh, he's going to DP and stuff. This is it. You have to bring out that next level to be like, all right, you think I'm going to uppercut? I'll just wake up low.
Yeah, he really changed that up nicely. This is not the Jobin that you guys knew before, man. This is a new, different, extremely improved Jobin that we've seen playing Street Fighter. He spent the last year grinding to get to this level, and it's paying off right now as he goes 1-1 here against Punk.
Yeah. And look at that whip punish. That Punk's trying there, doesn't get it. But Jobin, I think he's really smart at playing the Seismo game because Punk, he's a little nervous on the ground. He's not playing kind of the way he normally does.
And his anti-air game's clearly reliable enough to do it. Look at that confirm.
He's in the active frames. Whip punish.
Got to be careful with that against Punk. He will scout that out every time. Plus, to the throw. I love it. Jumps back. Oh, it catches the stand fist. Anti-air with a counter hit.
Big activation point, too. He's got Oki here.
Oh, went for that delayed crouch medium Punk. Good patient blocking there for Punk.
Punk's looking for the dash.
Critical up.
Dash up. Oh. Check.
Punk gets a hit. He wins this.
Yeah, low
Watch your toes. Oh, runs into it again. Could have killed. He wasn't ready.
Chip. Oh, he just went low. Doesn't even have to spend the bar. Jobin up in the set now. See what Punk has. Dash up early from Jobin. No check on the ground.
Look at this. Punk hardly pressing any buttons in neutral. Jobin's so active.
Yeah, it just feels like he's locked down. He doesn't know what to hit.
He's not letting anything whiff as well. Spacing these normals beautifully with that Seismo mixed in as well. Heavy kick connects again.
Not close enough for the combo. V reversal from Punk. He's lost a third of his life just walking up and blocking.
Okay, nice space in there. Catches that trip guard recovery.
Catches the back
again, and then buttons as soon as he resets. Just as you mentioned earlier.
Activates. V reversal. Not too far. I mean, EX Tenko would have reached, but
definitely would have reached.
Backdash. Avoid the fireball. Punk, man, he's so scared on the ground. The uppercut.
I'll jump on this guy.
Oh, he's got him
show. He gets a meaty off this. Oh, the delay. Crowd's fierce. Jobin looking to go 2-1 up here against Punk. Punk trying to find a way back into it. No buttons. Oh, the Jimmy's so patient.
What has he got now?
The TTTT. He's got it.
That'll do it. Doesn't spend critical art. Punk's back on the board. I was thinking this was all Jobin.
Punk's so patient. I mean, he's just been playing spectator almost for the last couple of rounds, but bided his time, waited for his moment, made it count big time.
Yeah, you see Punk jumping, right? It's very rare that you see him not comfortable on the ground against a character like Necalli, but Jobin has thrown off his style so much, right? Constantly switching the jump in. This is big. Wake up DP or not. That's the guess. Counter
nice. A beautiful little walk-forward throw there from Punk. Jobin's cornered. Suddenly this is turning around. It's Punk who has a significant life lead. Oh, gets away with that V-skill.
The V-reversal works.
A lot of V-reversals from Punk. Gets away with that jump. Jobin backing away.
Just got to watch for the dash or watch for the walk-up.
Those back dashes will lead to a forward. That's exactly what he looked. He knew exactly that, just as you called it, Sajab. In the corner now.
Safe medium kick.
One knockdown into Oki. Could turn this around.
Got to watch for the dash. The jump. Oh, plays it so slow. He doesn't want to go in. The crush counter. Sweep.
Wow, great adjustment from Punk. Jobin was looking like a clean 2-1 victor there in the lead, but just adapted, slowed it down, waited for his opportunity, and when he got it, he made it count.
Yeah, and it was just like Jobin figured it out. He's like, all right, I'm going to be so unpredictable, you can't do anything about it, and Punk just weathered the storm. He just waited for his moment, and he really made it count. For those meaty fierces all the time, not canceling into stomp. He doesn't want Punk to walk back, interrupt, or anything like that.
Getting his timing on those Seismo interruptions better now. Dashing past them, jumping at the right time. Jobin with an execution there. And look at that perfect punish there from Punk on the landing frame recovery.
Yeah, dashed up, didn't pressure on Oki, right? He knows that the uppercut is still there. Anti-air's clean. And he plays so deep, so defensive on his knockdowns.
Look at that chunk of damage you lose for trying to anti-air. Deactivate. He reversals again. He's been utilizing that time. Runs right into that crouch fierce punch though.
The buffer
out. Oh!
Rasen Hop baits to throw back throw.
Back throw, that's genius. Oh, he knows though.
He's got critical art.
There it is.
Spends it right away. Punk with the perfect backdash on defense. Another round on the board. Match point over Jobin.
Not a single command grab connected so far in this set. Only a few utilized so far. But Punk just seems to know when Jobin's going to go for it.
Yeah, he just has that feeling. And also backdash, he's been doing it so much on defense to get air flipped out as well. Walk up, tries for the back throw. Jobin with the tech.
Oh, gets away with that. There's the option select buttons afterwards connect.
Close enough for the combo this time. Gets the EX stomp. Back down. That's what he was expecting.
Ooh, buttons off that Meteorochi. Oh, ow, that hurts.
Builds his first counter gauge. You see the backdash again from Punk, right? He keeps going for it. Jump over.
Still torn. It's all worked out now as he turns the tide and gets that hit. Match point Punk and Jobin's in the corner.
Stomp.
The offensive V reversal, I love it.
Yeah, he just wants to keep the corner. There's the air.
Adjusted his MTS now. Oh, there it is again. The wake up crowd. Medium kick from Jobin. So effective when you know this guy has a reputation for letting the DPs fly. Punk didn't see it coming. Once again, match point saved.
You have to see those. If you're Jobin, you have to do it, right? Because otherwise, Punk's just going to walk back on every scenario. And in that range, Karen controls with her buttons so well, and we just see it again. Side switch here for the corner.
Yeah, love that little walk back. Beautiful whiff punish this time from Jobin, giving Punk a taste of his own medicine. Oh, no, it's not the time to start turning into that, Jobin. That's going to cost him a ton of health and corner carry.
Yeah, Punk optimizing, taking all the damage he can. Keeps the pressure tight, the buffer.
Wow. Goes right in.
V reversal again. We've seen so many offensive V reversals where Punk just wants to get in with.
Oh, beautiful whiff punish. That was too
DP.
far away. Oh, the delay. Crouch medium kick. Crouch medium punch. We are going to 2-2 stage out.
And that's what you expect from Jobin, right? Those situational awareness like moments where he's just like, okay, I know you're going to run up and do this. I know you're going to do that. You don't expect me to do something this crazy, right? And that's Jobin's game.
Wow, I'm loving it. Not deterred at all by that punish on that EX reversal. He's brought it to 2-2 here. He's made a real fight of this. Punk in danger of being eliminated now.
Walk under was beautiful. He's missed that a few times, but it's really important that he keeps trying it if he wants to get that perfect spacing punish. This guidance.
Guidance out of nowhere.
All right, to the corner already. Jobin with bar. What in the...
Punk not even standing at a range with a medium kick order reversal.
He wasn't even in Fukuoka. He's back in Tokyo when you did that DP. Buffer works out. Fishing for that counter hit on the down strong again. Punk blocks it out.
Yeah, ready for the dash this time. He's seen that too many times. Ready for it. Goes in and catches him with a meaty. I love the fact he's not deterred by that EX reversal. Great adjustment from Punk. And once again, Sajam, match point Punk.
Yeah, keep it tight. Don't let Jobin just wake up with those buttons all the time. I know you have to respect the DP, but you also have to put the pressure on him.
Yeah, I like that. Go for the crouch fierce on the wake up there in case he tries to backdash. Yeah, what? Oh my goodness, Jobin.
Big risk, but that's his game.
He's a maniac. He's a maniac.
Yeah, now if you're Punk, you got to watch the jump dive kicks and stuff too,
right?
That's
beautiful. Finally connects a command grab.
He's got one on the board. Overhead.
Oh my goodness. Look at this play.
Punk in trouble.
It looks back pro. That was obvious. He stayed at wakes up with a stun roundhouse.
He knew he was going to dash into it. Final round between these two.
To the wire.
Loser side. No anti-air on the dive kick. It was very meaty, so he didn't even try to hit a button.
This is scary now for Punk. Jobin looking to take this. Ground pounds back in the game. He stopped doing it for a while, but now he's implementing them. Oh, he wasn't ready for the dash. But look at this. Corner carry. Punk's in trouble. Reversal. Had to do it, and it connected. And he gets the counter hit with that crouch medium punch.
Not a carry already.
Counter hit again. Tried to press buttons. Look how Punk has turned this around. A lot of scale on this combo, though. We'll need a reset. He's got that critical up.
Stand reset. Back jump. He's got the bar. Goes for the uppercut. Punk's in trouble.
How scary is this situation now? Next
hit reversal. Shoulder. V reversal again. Look at the great life. Jobin's going to lose a lot if he gets tapped by anything. The jump.
Yeah. Big danger now. Oh! Punk.
How did he know he gets the critical art? Sends Jobin out of the tournament in 5th place. What a set.
Oh man, Jobin, what an addition to this top 8 that guy has been.
Man, and you know what? Even though he lost 2 matches, I'm so happy he was here, right? He was such an entertaining player.
Absolutely.
And he just put on an incredible show. That's one of those players that win or lose, he's a blast to watch as the crowd gives him a standing ovation.
Yeah, man. All you guys at home, stand up, make noise for that, man. What a performance. Putting the Kali back on the map. Haven't seen that character enough. My goodness, the bets, the reads, the adjustments. We spoke early in the set when Punk to that first game really convincingly.
Like, oh man, this is a wash.
Yeah, you need to like really start getting the real Punk out here, right? He did more than that. It took that critical at the end. It took the very best Punk to finally stop that guy. I mean, wow, that was so close.
That's one of those moments where you're like, oh yeah, I forgot at one point Punk was ridiculous. You're like, he was just so unstoppable,
He
right?
was, yeah. And he brought that out of him. You know, he was playing in Gear 1, Gear 2 for the first round, but he had to bring out the real Punk in that one, and he almost took it so close, but that ground pound just wasn't, the stomp wasn't the right choice in that moment.
As soon as I saw the zoom in, it looked like it was absorbed or whatever. I was like, what? How did he do that? It was the perfect time to do it. Great choice from Punk. He's moving on in the bracket, so he's in top 4 of Evo Japan this year. Two wins on the loser side that he's done, and we're gonna have a great match coming up next. Two of my favorite players to watch throughout many different games. Right, these two have been talented at tons of different fighting games throughout the years. We're gonna have Nemo versus Fudo. Whew. Liquid's Nemo. You see him there on the screen. Obviously famous for his Street Fighter 4 play, but Guilty Gear. This guy's been talented at tons of different fighting games, right, over the years. He was a menace in all these different games with that kind of caveman, unrelenting style, right? He does not, he's so stubborn, he will not give up in these fights, right? He's somebody that you can always count on to scrap. And Fudo, Virtua Fighter God, legend of the game, Street Fighter 4 Evo champion, Street Fighter 5 Evo finalist, incredible player, and he's been playing a lot of Birdie. So the question is, both of these guys have side characters now, alternate characters. What's the matchup we're going to see on the screen?
That's a really good question as well. You mentioned earlier that Nemo's got a Colleen. I can't imagine this being a reason to whip it out, but are we going to see that in this top 8 as well? These characters are all covering themselves now as the game evolves and we get into the latter stages of the series.
Yeah, game's been out right now 3 years, right? We saw this game in 2016, way back in February, so now we're seeing this game kind of mature, and people are starting to pick up multiple characters. They're so comfortable with their mains that have been out for multiple seasons that they're like, all right, it's time to learn somebody new. It's time to think about who I'm going to play, as Fudo is covering Mika. And Colleen, maybe, for Nemo. That's what he's thinking about.
Interesting. I've not seen Nemo's Colleen. You had a chance to watch a lot of it. I know people told me he's been playing that character a ton.
Yeah, he streams on Twitch, actually. If you guys aren't familiar, he's Good Nemo, I believe, is his account. Good underscore Nemo that he streams on. He's been streaming this character a lot, and he said this is something that he really wants to prepare. He believes a lot in this character in this season, and I think it suits his style as well, because if you remember the Rolento he played in Street Fighter 4, he had the roll on Wake Up, he had like the really crazy movement. When she's in V-Trigger, or when she uses the EX Vanity step, yeah, she can fly around the screen, and if you like hitting fierce and crush countering people, this is a great character to do it with.
She's got, a lot of people might say the best standing fierce in the freaking game.
Yeah.
That button, and the hurt box reduction on that lower half when she does it, it's so good.
Yeah, she just leans back, and it's very, very tough to clip her there. Counter hit, crouch, medium kick, no completion, the neutral jump.
The neutral jump just works out. Brimstone, I've never seen Fudo command grab so much, I must say. In this top 8, he has been command grab heavy.
Ooh, charge drop kick. Late counter, but it still worked for Nemo, and a lot of Urian players don't love this fight too much, so I kind of not that surprised to see that he is playing Colleen here. Meaty, went for the throw.
Oh, what'd he do?
Yes! Gets him with the peach. Fudo was just holding up forward.
Yeah.
He was like, it's either going to be a cross-up because you block, or you're going to try to do some kind of combo, and I'm going to get out.
Try and throw. It was going to punish your throw as well.
Yeah. Great choice.
You need something that goes into animation to save you from that. Colleen doesn't have that unless it's a parry.
Yeah, the awareness from Fudo, right? He was ready in that scenario. A buffer.
Wow, beautiful buffer. That's that medium punch. Another great normal she has here. Double dash. Walk back. Wow, look at that punish on that throw attempt.
Yeah, Fudo is so good at that. Walking back out of your normals and then getting the whip punish after. Here's buffer. It's a really, really dangerous move for Colleen, especially when she's got V-Trigger 2. Makes it really damaging as well. Activates, delayed Nadeshko.
Yes, get reset. Still ready for it, though. Beautiful anti-air from Nemo. Still in the corner, though.
Back vanity. Forward throw. Anti-air on that one. The V-reversal. Not as dangerous as it used to be, but Fudo sitting on critical art.
What was that? Counter hit allowed that jab to connect. That should be it. Beautiful play there from Nemo.
Use the EX Hail, whiffs the jab for timing, spear right after, cleaned up, and then we got one round apiece.
This is looking like a very competent, actually. Let me not I say things and then people just die. No commentator's curse.
Yeah, wow, jab strong, didn't finish it. Hates that whip punish with the fierce.
I love that two-part punish. There's that safe jump.
Nemo backdashing, right? He's trying to, hang on in the space, maybe look for a drop kick, a jump. Oh, reversal! No, he didn't get it.
Too far.
Yeah, so far away. He didn't even get the reversal timing. A lot of bar dump, but he gets the jump.
Wow, I like it links to stand medium as well. Wake up buttons though from Nemo.
Tapped. Well, he's too far away. Carry to the corner off the EX.
Double dash now. Notice his held dash forward and grip. Giant swing to the corner.
Regular throw after.
What a turning point this is. Here comes the activation.
Trying to EX
get out of there. It's not going to happen. Oh, that's such a horrible situation. All of that came from that hail in the corner. Could have done the dash into a reliable meet. He tried something else. Fudo recognized the illegitimateness of that setup. Dash forward and Giant Swing. What a turnaround.
Yeah, and then closed it out with the EX Giant Swing. 500 million damage on that.
That's the best time to do it as well. I always refer back to Street Fighter 4, Fei Long, fake cross-up light kick into tension.
Yeah.
Who's jumping there?
Yeah,
you don't
nobody.
even know what side you're landing on yet. You're getting grips, man.
It's a left-right, and then you're like, oh, it's an up-down, too. I should have held up. What was I doing? Oh, really good spacing, but he still didn't get the combo. It was actually counter hit. Nemo tried to hit a button. A sentence I say a lot. Working on Dizzy here. Oh, he tried the parry. 50-50. In the front. Gets out.
Whoa. And he ran into it.
Yeah, maybe he thought it was going to be a punish, but Nemo was forward dashing anyway. Charge drop kick. Giant swing again.
Fudo's Mika's changed. He's still got that great neutral he has, but there's an element of raggoness that I'm loving, man. He is command grabbing more than I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I think playing a new character kind of improves your mindset with your current character as well, right? You kind of try new things that maybe you don't always do. The buffer again. And hit the dash, and wake up button.
Yeah, that free frame. Yeah. Charges forward with a throw here. Just when it looked like Nemo was going to get something going, he's back where he started in that corner. Has to activate on block just to get some kind of momentum.
Gotta watch out, Fudo with full critical art. He's so good at landing it, crouching light kick, standing fierce.
Okay, catches him low.
Counter hit too. He must have tried a button. Forward throw, no more V trigger for Nemo.
Hit. Oh my goodness!
I thought that was gonna be a confirm.
Oh,
he was so patient on defense there. One hit, don't get clipped. Walk back fierce. Trade on that.
The throw back throw. Still alive. Try it again. You can still die here, Nemo.
Don't get hit.
Watch your toes.
Don't get hit low.
Drop. There's a drop kick.
Breaks another throw. He's still alive.
Fudo's got a plan. He's got a plan.
He's waiting on the jump, maybe.
Oh, told you to watch your toes.
Fudo. He's always ready. He always lands it. 2-0 over Nemo.
Oh, man. Heartbreaking. Just almost too comfortable sitting in the pocket there against Fudo. He knew he just needed one tap.
I love the way you said that, too. Sitting in the pocket. He was just waiting.
Yeah.
He was like, I got all this bar, a little bit of life, I'll be just fine.
I think Nemo just got way too relaxed there with his foot season spacing. Fudo just scouted out his opportunity, confirmed off that.
Jab, short, strong, cornered already, bad spot. Colleen, you know, she's got the parry, but against the grappler, it's such a risky thing to try. Short, strong, out of range.
Back to the corner you go.
For the double throw. EX hail, nothing from Fudo.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for it. First time I've seen it cancelled from an all there. It's a good round from Nemo, but still lots here. Potential to come back here for Fudo.
All right,
okay,
wow.
That worked out.
He was looking for forward heavy punch, too.
Oh, what? The one time he's done that B skill, it catches Fudo just creeping forward and counter hits him in the corner now. Oh, bakes out a stand throw, and he gets the kill, too.
Beautiful stuff. We've seen that backdash debate that so many times already. Really, really good choice from Nemo as puts another round on the board. I feel like these matches have been competitive, but Fudo, you know, it's his trusty main, right? This is the character he knows so well, so in the clutch, he's always going to be ready.
Yeah, I'm liking Nemo's calling. Just a couple of adjustments he needs to make on the defensive side. Try and bring the set back.
Dash up, gets stuffed. Confirmed, doesn't end it though.
Yeah, he had that. From that distance, you can commit.
Yeah, into the V skill after.
Punish. He's going to get punished. All right, the next here. Big damage on that EX.
Meaty.
Well, gets out of there. Love the escape, but he's back in the corner though. Wasn't ready for that tech. Oh, in front. That was disgusting.
Lady Mika hits a button after.
Jab after that +3.
Gotta watch the dash up from Nemo. There
Love that escape. Goes in.
Forward throw.
Still got some more V-gauge here. And again.
Yeah, same thing. Nemo running the same mix-up. This time the hail. The reversal neutral jump bait.
That was disgusting. Beautiful reads.
Hook, line, and sinker. He was like, look, I'm going to set you up nice and easy. Even the thing that he did dash up, throw, dash up, throw. Then he did EX hail, right? He didn't expect that. He thought he was going to dash again. That time he just runs up, baits the V reversal. He changed it up on the third try. Perfect choice.
And of course, Mika's always got a punish for that with the EX shooting Peach, but he's using it sparingly enough for her to just not be ready. And Fudo just wasn't ready. Great variation of play there from from Nemo.
Yeah, mixing up his options at the right time. A little out of range on the dash up, neutral jump.
Catches that. Not the right combo choice, though, from the landing.
Yeah,
and that's some inexperience there with Colleen there, going for lights.
For sure. Crouching medium, standing medium. Even Fierce would have been fine, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nancy here.
Drop kick again. I love the setup on that drop kick.
Gotta watch the double jump escape. Dash up.
That's a throw. Wasn't ready, Fudo. Throw again here. The meaty Fierce connects. No anti on that jumping, though. He's allowed Fudo back in this round because of it.
We're using it to build up more time on the V skill. Wow, super powered up. He waited so long.
Oh my goodness, you can't get grabbed now.
No.
Oh, he's in big danger here. What a choice for Fudo.
Even the critical art.
There it is.
Critical art will do a lot of damage too. No punish.
What an interruption. Goes to critical art. Yes. That was so scary.
Man, he was on that mic for so long. He was about to join us on the desk. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh my
Fudo
goodness.
sat there forever. Nemo survives.
Have you ever seen a power-up like that in a top 8, Sejam? That's got to be a first for me.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And to make it more scary, he had the critical art too, so if you try to escape the grab, you'll get critical art by the crouching short.
And it'll do a ton of damage, right? So you have to be so afraid of when he powers up the mic, especially. Fierce buffer.
Nice. With Fierce into Fierce, I love it.
Yeah, Nemo doesn't have any more bars, so you know it's not as scary. EX Brimstone, dash up, very plus.
Bar now, and he has at last. The delay on that crouch medium. Nemo bringing this set back.
Yeah, using the EX Vanity. He's going to carry him here. EX Parabellum, and then the Vanity after.
Just the meaty.
Dizzy on the last hit.
He's going to get enough meter here for a reset if he goes for it.
That's what he wants. Meaty again, but Nadeshko.
Oh, the hit stun protected her. What an unfortunate turn of events there for Fudo. Nemo bringing it back from 2 down to 2-2. Sejam, we just got a real match.
Maybe the most Nemo thing I've ever seen. He got hit, and it all worked out. It's the story of this guy's life. We moved to 2 apiece. I got to imagine character select for Fudo here. Maybe just even a thing, right? Some time here. I mean,
just a thing.
After those 2 quick games, Nemo, Colleen looking alive, you got to take some time. Yeah. Headphones around his neck. He's got to find, that's the thing, you have to sit here and think if you're Fudo, right? Like, what character do you want to go? Do you want to try Birdie, right, who's a little scarier? Maybe he has better neutral tools, but you're going to have to be kind of afraid in that neutral position still where, you know, she gets moving and grooving with V-Trigger too. What are you going to do?
Super mobile as well, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, she can pacify those neutral buttons and just get in sometimes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I like the Mika pick. That was just luck. You were unfortunate a few command grabs missed. That happens. In terms of the momentum of the game, it seems all right. But he's switching. He is switching to Birdie.
Yeah, back on VT2 Birdie. I mean, this is the Patronus he wants to rep. I don't blame him. So Birdie it is. Better ground game, but when he gets the knockdown, he's not going to obviously dash up shooting, Peach and stuff like that, or dash up for the Brimstone. He has like different kind of set play that he has to play, but he has a little bit more control on the ground until she gets V-Trigger.
That's what I'm saying. That mobility just hits a different level. We'll see how he handles it when he gets to that stage. Final game here. Liquid Nemo versus Beast Gaming Fudo.
Yeah, and the scary thing here too for Nemo, or for Fudo, is that Nemo knows how to get around big buttons. It's not like it's his first time. You know, he's played so many characters before with punish. And yeah, you see, just building the V gauge. He doesn't even care about getting the banana out, which he does now, but he just used it to build a little bit of a gauge. He thought it was going to be Fierce, probably.
Yeah, Nemo's trying to punish the poking game from distance with parry. Big risky play.
Crush counter.
It's in now. This is where Birdie can struggle.
Yeah, you see how fast she is, right? Scary now. Even Fudo can't play the ground game.
Yeah, just bypassing that neutral. But that V-Trigger's almost spent now. Oh, there's that Fierce into Fierce again. Just at the end of the V-Trigger, he connects with something. And now Fudo's in trouble.
The wake-up scenario here blocks it. V-reversal.
He had to.
So he's not going to be on trigger just yet. Oh,
that's going to be a punish. Big damage incoming.
Didn't spin the X. Oh, face the throw. Didn't cancel.
Go for Fierce one.
The hail. Fudo.
He's got a V-Trigger.
He's still alive.
Fudo can win this. Fudo can win this, Sejam.
You know Nemo's going to dash up.
Goes in. Patient blocking. Great defense from Fudo. No activation yet.
He's looking for the critical art off the roundhouse. He wants crush counter. He got it.
It's going to hurt.
Not too bad. The throw again. Nemo dashed up against V-Trigger. Birdie. No fear as he goes on. Match point to Liquid Nemo.
Yeah, that activation, the weakness being you can't just dash up and activate, but good start to this round here.
Yeah, Fudo all kinds of offense. Overhead, nice block. Sweep, crush counter, down. Cans out. Littering.
Oh, that was a punish. Didn't follow through after that light kick.
EX catches him after the back dash. Bananas out. Punish. Could have canceled that. But look, this round, all Fudo anti-air.
Huge advantage. Tries to command grab, gets jabbed out of it though.
Wake up buttons. No fear from Nemo. That's how he lives. Activates. Fierce. Skates up again. He just won't stop. And, you know, Fudo hasn't really contested the dash, so why not?
Yeah, he's just patiently blocking it out. Good block and punish. Perfect.
He does the V-skill there because he knows Fudo's going to think the dash is coming. So he's like, I know you think it's going to come. I'm going to just do this.
Catch your button. Put you in a mixer. Had the EX meter there. Would have been a whole new party starting, but no, good patience from Fudo. Wait out, dashes into that, bro. He gets back thrown into the corner. It's a good start to the round here for Fudo. Match point both players. Tries to go in. That's not the right choice. What an anti-air option there for Fudo.
Banana's out.
Banana critical art. Yes, it is. What's it gonna be, Stage Jam? It's guess time, baby.
Is it the parry on Wake Up or not? Fudo with the dash. Go slow. Scary spot, Nemo. You gotta watch the dash up. You know he's feeling it. He wants to activate. There's the dash.
Gets an activation on a hit. That's huge.
All right, gonna carry him all the way to the corner here. Couple of guesses for Fudo. Birdie goes meaty. Jump out.
No, parry. Correct. He wanted it to go the other side.
This is meaty, bro. Backdash.
Oh, the classic birdie backdash to EX. How many times have we seen that? It never gets old. And it closes out this game here for Fudo, taking victory over Nemo in a thrilling set. The pick to birdie was the right choice in the end, Sage.
That's how it worked out. This is why having that extra character is so nice. You know, in this matchup, I'm sure if Fudo had picked it from the beginning, we would have seen Urien versus Birdie probably. I imagine from Nemo in the set, right? But instead of that, we don't even see it here. We see him just go with the classic Mika in the beginning, got a couple of games, came back, and then that's where the Birdie comes in handy. Having that pocket character is so big.
Yeah, even if it's not a legitimate like counter pick, it's really awesome just to have someone to maybe you just throw your opponent off a little bit.
Yeah.
Try something different. Maybe they figured out your main. It's a great option having a couple of characters in this game.
Yeah, show him a new look, right? Give him something different. We're moving on here. The bracket is being filled out. I can't wait to see it here as we jump into it. We got our winners final set. Obviously, it's going to be Pal Momochi, but top four of the tournament, we already have Punk versus Fudo, a tale as old as time. How many times have these two played? And every single time, Punk just puts a beating on Fudo.
The record is ridiculous.
You know, the thing about fighting games, and also we talked about, you know, Jobin being a pro fighter, fights are like this too, where sometimes there's just a guy you can't beat.
Yeah, you're demon.
Yeah, there's just somebody that gives you so much of a, you know, problem every time you run into him. And for Fudo, I think that has historically been Punk.
Yeah, and we've said this before, when you see these tremendous victories from players who don't usually get that massive win, often on the journey there, they had to defeat one of their demons. I often refer to Luffy winning Evo.
Right.
Never beaten Takedo before. Ever. In any tournament setting, had Takedo in his bracket, had to overcome that. Often if you're going to get that big win, if Fudo's going to be back at the top 10 here today, he's got to find a way to get past Punk. And you know what? What a better time to do it than here on Japanese soil.
Yeah, Evo Japan. I mean, if he gets that W, we have top 3 all Japanese players. I'm sure this crowd would be excited about that.
Well, it'll be a nice change to what's been happening this weekend, actually, because it's been quite varied. You know, a couple of foreigners getting some decent
I mean, the last top 8, we saw, what, Pakistan versus the Philippines in the finals?
Yep.
So it would be really cool. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'd love to also see America, Japan, maybe, right? Get the crowd, like, fired up. They've been cheering for Punk, too.
Yeah,
it's
I
cool.
think if we saw America, Japan, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, America got more cheers than Japan right now, because Punk is just a hit out here, man. They love this kid.
He's very entertaining. You can't lie, right? The charisma goes far. He does a good job at that. As we look at our winners finals, Japan. We got Powell versus Momochi. Slow and steady. We mentioned it, Evo champion. This guy has been, you know, championship level caliber player in so many different games throughout all the different years. Lately, he's been kind of focusing on maybe, you know, training up and coming students, but he's no slouch. This guy is an incredibly talented fighting game player, and he's in winners finals for a reason.
Well, I must say, for me, still, I mean, actually, that Punk performance against Jobin was up there, but, you know, for me, still the catalyst performance and perfect SF5 so far in this top 8 was that performance earlier against Nemo. If you can maintain that form, it's going to be an uphill battle here for Powell, I feel. But first time we've seen Powell in this setting, clearly doing damage.
And we see the switch here as we jump into winners finals. Powell versus Momochi. Cammy versus Zeku.
Yeah, so a lot of the Zeku players have been quite vocal about how comfortable they feel in this matchup.
Yeah.
Especially when they stick in old with the anti-airs, young for the pressure.
Oh, wow. Missed the burn. Side switch, one of the big strengths of Zeku with those target combos. Missed the punish, but the Graham ended up hitting anyway because Powell was wiggling, so I think he'll take it. You see Momochi slow and steady on the ground looking for the anti-air DPs.
He's just back out of it straight away. Gets hit by that slide.
Yeah, Momochi has V-trigger, right, so he can go into it anyway, and that's what he does.
That wake-up jab gets Momochi out of pressure. Activation hit for Powell. Dive kick time.
Back throw to the corner. One more activation on this V-trigger available. In the front.
Oh, good block.
The confirm.
Oh my goodness, that pressure. Too relentless. Stayed on top of him the whole way. Didn't give him any breathing space. Knew he was looking to activate. Great play from Powell to take the first round.
Yeah, Momochi just needed any button into the V-trigger, right? Because he had already had it, so all he had to do was just clip it, dash up, critical arm, have the W. Dash under.
Yeah, really interesting to see how Powell approaches this with him not being able to access the air as readily as he's been able to in other matchups.
Yeah, counter hit.
Big bait.
And that combo after, yeah, he's going to go switch into Young here for the extension.
He can kill her if he wants to. He's going to save the meter. Well, it paid off. We saw that choice cost a few people yesterday, but this is Momochi, and he knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Representing Victrix here as well, I must say.
Yeah, cool to see, right? International presence here. Evo Japan. Just not right to see Momochi with nothing in front of his name, you know?
Yeah. I mean, seeing Takedo was bad enough.
Yeah.
Just strange.
I love that we see the switches from Momochi back and forth, right?
See the angle on that dive kick there, Seijan? That's to bait that up kick.
Exactly. He wants me to go for the heavy kick TP to try to beat it, and Momochi hasn't been baited yet.
Beautiful little walk underneath TP there. That's it. Reversal straight away, though, from Momochi.
Walk under. Was looking for something, trade on the dash.
Look how the tactics change here. Suddenly, as soon as he goes young, jumping all over the place, just smothering him, gets that little jump and then he catches the button. You're not going to get away with pressing it this time. Look at this finish as well. Styling and profiling, making a statement here, is the one and only Powell. Wow.
Game one goes to Powell, and you have to feel it like you said. As soon as he went to Young, it's two different matchups, right? Oh, your Young Zeku, your anti-airs are, suspect. They're a little weak. I'm going to jump. And that's exactly what we saw get smothered at the end there. Momochi didn't have an answer.
And I play the best character who exposes bad anti-airs.
Yeah, exactly, right? Cammy's air approach option is excellent. And that's what we're going to see here. She's going to jump. Fierce buffer.
Look at that, into the palm.
Yeah.
Gets out of the corner. Just wants that stun to recover. Momochi's not going to let him, though.
Chasing him down.
Patiently running away, yeah, I agree. And then the dash up throw out of nowhere.
Surprise, right? Catches him off guard. Empty hooligan, nothing after. V-trigger available for Cammy. Look at Momochi's ground game. Walk-up block. Playing so patient on the ground.
Yeah, I like that. He's really slowed this round down. Oh, tried to dash for the DP. The dash hadn't recovered yet. Huge damage coming in.
EX air throw, not enough to kill.
Alive. Overhead.
Oh,
a little shimmy.
And that walk speed from Young Zeku is excellent, by the way. He walks so fast. He can walk in and out to bait the throw. He also has that heavy punch that he can confirm really easily. So,
baited.
Big combo damage on this as well. And he gets the knockdown.
That's damage. 30% clean off. Even more.
Yeah, huge damage. One of the changes, right? That Fierce doesn't crush counter.
Chooses to take that juggle. Wow, just walks down medium. Bring this round back. Still trying to press buttons.
Reaction. A little too far.
Punish it with a jab.
The jab check was good. Not a lot of damage on this, but he gets the positioning. Momochi, Young Zeku, though, he's got to respect the air approach still. Looking for that crouching medium punch. Maybe run slide after. Maybe EX shoulder. Other side.
That works out.
Not enough to kill.
What's it going to be?
Oh, whip punish. Momochi's playing on the ground. EX
I
run.
know she wants to activate that run out of nowhere. First time you've seen it in the set. How are you ever going to be ready for it? Great adjustment there from Momochi, Seijan.
Yeah, flies across the screen so fast you're not ready for it. Cancel into the back throw. Momochi, Zeku tying it up one apiece.
Yeah, great play from him. Staying very grounded there when he was in young mode. Jumping isn't free. I mean, Momochi's shown he anti-aired with light shoulder earlier as well. That was amazing.
Yeah, got the run slide after. Not easy.
I'd like to see him get anti-aired before he stops jumping. Wow.
Oh, there's a straight.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. No punish, though.
A little wild situation. Neither was ready for it.
That was a little crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, down jab shoulder. It was regular hit. Right on counter hit, he gets the medium punch. Momochi playing so patient. V reversal. That V reversal so fast.
Such a good V reversal.
Chase down. Doesn't get the full juggle. Wake up button.
Again, despite being counted so many times, not being deterred from pressing those buttons on wake up is Momochi.
Double switch.
Hold.
Trying to bait the jumps, I think.
Oh, no, that's why he went to hold just for that jump, but he jumped anyway. Back throw. Bringing this round back is Powell.
EXDP.
No, it's switch for you.
He's going to slide.
Oh, he gets the inside. That's enough. Yes, it is.
And you can tell, Momochi switched. He was running up. He was looking for an opportunity to activate. Powell's just like, I'm going to jump.
Yeah.
You're in Young Zeku. The anti-airs aren't as good. You have to be super ready. Jump is a great choice.
What an aggressive start here. Baits out the stand throw.
Momochi in trouble.
Oh, he tried to shimmy again. It just about reached. That was fortunate for Momochi.
Man, he played so careful after. Walk up, down jab. Momochi nice and slow. He's got V-trigger available. Oh, look at him walk all the way into that space where Cammy is so good.
It's the activation. Wow, back throw. Oh, wakes up with that, though, into the critical art.
That's the Zeku classic. You just wake up with it, clip them when they don't expect it. Critical art doesn't quite kill. What does he have after?
Oh, what did he try? He tried to be Crouch Fierce on wake up. I can't believe that.
He just wanted the activation point, right?
Full commitment.
But he does have a lot of bar. And Cammy, that's very dangerous. Wow, jump. Maybe I try to air-to-air attempt, and Mochi just kept it shallow. Whoa! Oh, a confirm. One hit. Double dash. No, he goes for the hooligan instead. He wants the frames off the dive kick.
Just got underneath there. Mochi ready to punish that with the jab.
He's looking for the jump, waiting for that buffer, but Powell not giving it to him. There it is.
Mathieu goes in for the throw. That's a turning point. Wake up buttons, though, from Powell.
Good choice. He delayed rise so that Mochi wasn't ready.
Too far.
Trying to push back, maybe. He got moved out of the way. No uppercut.
Oh, looking for the sledgehammer.
Universal. He doesn't have it now. Switch. Jump back.
Nice.
Mochi's almost on critical. He's trying to build the bar.
See how he goes to the air straight away as soon as he goes to Young. But Mochi was ready for it. One hit and he'll be able to kill Mochi. But he gets tagged. He's going to know. He should have gone for a jab. He's going to die. Oh, what a mistake.
Mochi walked right back. Had the strong fierce. 2-1. He goes up in the set.
I feel like Jab EX might have killed there as well if it had reached.
I'm with you. He had it. He hit it at the right height. But he was just auto-committed to the crouching medium. Mochi Zeku goes up in the set. Man, his spacing on that throw was beautiful. A lot of people there maybe would have done like crouching medium punch slide. But Mochi was like, nope, strong fierce. I'm taking the full thing.
Just tiny little walk forward, walk back. Had the critical art as well. He knew just one touch was all he needed. As soon as Powell made that mistake, he went in for the kill and he got it. Great play from Momochi. He goes 2-1 up here.
And this is where you have to sit and think if you're Powell, right? You're like, okay, things are going well. Maybe we had a little mistake there. But, you know, I'm playing the set fine, right? I need to commit to those jumps when he's in young. And when he's in old, I got to go for the dash. You got to kind of sneak in on the ground where Momochi's not looking. He doesn't have the same firepower as young Zeku on the ground, right?
Yeah. He's adjusted really well, actually. He was in a good position there in that game. 1 round up. Momochi managed to tie it up. And then even then, he had a life lead in the third round there. Just unable to close it out. Yeah. Can't get too deterred from his game plan. The game plan's actually been working quite fine. He gets deterred now, and he could defeat himself mentally before it's over.
Exactly. And against a guy like Momochi, that's easy to do. He's just somebody so stable, right?
Oh my god, there's that land and press. But I'm going to go home and practice this stage,
Yeah. Backdash all the time, hit a button after.
I mean, he's just in medium punch, not even line. Look at this round, look at this round. Activation.
Good for the throw. 1-by-1 in the back throw. Air-to-air from Momochi, but didn't land plus, and that's why Powell's with the button.
Man, look at this pressure from Powell. What a round there. What an answer. Talk about defeat yourself. Hell to the no. This guy's ready.
Yeah, a bit of a steamrolling, although there's the DP. You can get the gram after, but dashes up. Look at the whip punish.
It's unfortunate. Look how ready he was, though.
Yeah, should have went for the light kick gram, Corsica 4 gram instead of the up one.
This back dash forward dash play is really throwing Momochi off.
Yeah, I think the air approach he's shutting down, but the dash ups and stuff he's not ready for. Momochi with the crush.
On the air.
I'm surprised he didn't go for the switch.
Look at that corner carry.
He was running.
He up, though.
This is big now. Look low. Momochi with the block. Jump back.
Slow that jump in. Love the way he adjusts when he's up against Young. Jumping twice there immediately. Another jump. He knows that's his weakness. Trying to catch a throw doesn't come.
Momochi not getting
one hit away from winning. Just needs one hit. It's going to kill. Yes, it will.
Critical art. Momochi going to set himself up on match point.
Such clever patience there from Momochi. Knowing how deadly you are in that situation. He didn't have the critical art, but he knew he was one hit away from a target combo into the critical art. Blocked it out, waited for an opportunity, bided his time, like it connected, killed.
Yeah, no bar. He's got to fight this out, honestly. If you get clipped by a crouching heavy, we've seen critical art before. Double switch. Jump back. He's lost a lot of space. That gram, though, kind of built him a little bit more. The elbow drop.
That was disgusting.
I can't believe that was a cross-up.
Holy shit. You can... In the corner now as well.
All right, you got me. Looking for the gram. There it is.
Life lead head Momochi.
Air flip out. And now you got to watch the V-trigger dive kick. Be ready for the uppercut to low. You know, Momochi's been looking for that jump approach and old, and now...
Oh, run! Pow with a surprise lead skill.
DP or not, that's the guess.
Oh, he's going to tie it up.
He baits the throw. 2 apiece here in winners finals.
What a turnaround. I love it. Pal, totally unfazed, totally unshaken. You'd think this guy's been in 1,000 top 8s of tournaments of this magnitude. It's the first time I've seen him in it. What a debut.
We remember him last year, right? Evo Japan, we just hear very early. What? Some guy sent Tokido to losers. Right. What do you mean? Did it again this year. Top 8 winners finals, and he's tied up with Momochi.
And everyone thought he was going to beat Tokido in the run back, but no, it was no fluke.
Walks in and out. Powell with the button, cornered himself. Bad spot for Momochi early. Off the wall, escapes.
Love that.
Oh, buffering. That crouching medium punch is the new one from Momochi. We haven't seen it too much. Maybe thought that dive kick was going to whip. He had a button. High.
Trying to press buttons there after that was definitely negative. Joshua Momochi gets the knockdown.
Runs
to
all
the
the way.
corner. You go. I love it. BTTT.
Wow, big combo damage.
With the EX.
Went for the 50-50.
Oh, it connects.
Gotta watch the activation point. He's running for his life.
Getting out of there.
Backdashing, backdashing. He's looking for the jump. He jumps the Graham. He's gonna uppercut it. Dashing up. Momochi's waiting. A raw activation.
Raw.
Powell, the jump.
There he is.
Blocks it out.
No V-trick, no V-reversal. Let's take this. The delayed jab connects.
Missed the combo, missed the confirm. There's the jump.
Gonna V-reversal. No, he doesn't. He does then. Dash up back throw. Big damage.
The XDP.
No, that's never gonna work. Momochi's too ready.
You can't do that against a veteran. He's on tournament point again. Winners finals. Man, scary spot to be. Set point Momochi. That delay was so long. I think Momochi, he delays so much, and sometimes it can get him in trouble in situations like that.
That's the thing. The longer the set goes on, the more Powell figures out that timing. And situations like this start happening.
The bait was so good.
Beautiful little counter hit. He's looking so good. He's tied up. It's one round apiece. They just match point both players.
The perfect final round between these two, and winners finals. Who is moving on? Grand finals of the tournament on the line here. Baits it.
Oh, big bait to start this.
Tons of damage, run overhead.
Look at that damage.
Knockdown again, delays it. Goes for the run, pressure. Jump out, he'll take that. The duck from Momochi. And look at Momochi go. He changed up his style at the beginning of this. He's trying to throw him off guard in this final round.
Yeah, Powell extremely active, trying to get something started. Ready for that jump as well.
Momochi
cornered. Still this pressure for reversal straight away. I agree.
Off the wall, no escape.
Oh, he gets behind the back medium punch.
It's very hard to beat that. Powell on the knockdown.
Bro, is this the moment where Powell gets sent to losers? He
Counter hit.
Momochi's gonna do it.
Winners finals. He got it. Momochi's moving on. 3-2 over Powell. Final game. Final round. And he did it. We got Zeku in grand finals.
Wow. Momochi putting Zeku well and truly on the map again. Going one better than Angry Bird did earlier a few months ago at Capcom Cup Finals. Powell, though, what a cameo. I mean, those of you, here's a word I got for you guys out there. Twangers. Yeah?
Twangers.
Those of you twangers out there telling me Cammy, you know, Hurricane, mate, yeah? Telling me Cammy is done for, or she's not so good, bro. You know, I don't think Cammy is that good, bro. I think she's like top 10. Get out of here, man. Did you see that? Did you see what I saw?
You're talking about winners finals of the first big tournament this season.
Yes.
And we saw Cammy in it.
Yeah.
Go toe to toe.
Yeah.
With Zeku Momochi.
Man, she's scary.
She's like she's a pretty good character.
Yeah, she looks pretty formidable to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure he's drafting up a tweet right now.
Yeah, he is. He's not going to like that.
At F word on FGC. Why I oughta. You think you're so clever.
Why you mention me, bro? Don't mention me, bro.
What did he do?
Shout Hurricane. We love Hurricane. Really. Sent just the power here, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
sent just the power here.
Yeah, which had a great showing, right? Vega, cool in this version of the game, a little better than he's ever been.
Yes,
not great.
Yes. Still not great.
But he gets the job done sometimes.
Surprisingly, for a character that's not that strong, he's very common. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of them in Japan as well.
For sure, yeah. And all the locals I attended out here, I saw a lot of Vega, which is like a very weird character to see.
Yeah, and everyone knows how to fight Vega as well. So, you know, you're not going to surprise anyone with your Vega here. You need to be legitimate. So he's done well to finish in the top 100. Man. But back to that finals, man. That was crazy. And the entertainment just continues as we move on now to the next match, dropping down to the loser side bracket.
What is Sky Punk tweeting? He's got some coaching on the phone, some tweeting on the phone. What's up, guys? I'm at Evo Japan. I hope you're cheering for me. Check out Punk. That's what he's tweeting right now.
He's got a big smile on his face. I think it's a girl. It's a girl, isn't it?
What?
I'll see you after the tournament.
I'll see you. This is I mean, look, if he's talking to a girl, this is the perfect time to tune in. He's like, this is the guy I always beat. Every time I play Fudo, I smoke him.
Yeah, this guy's trash.
Tune in. I bet you the coaching right now, Justin Wong back at home, he's like, you know, you should probably just do nothing for 99 seconds. He's like, what? What if I want to hit a button? Don't hit a button. Whatever you do.
Yeah, a lot of Mika players at a certain level don't like this matchup. So I can only see Birdie. I can only see Birdie.
I think you're right. Yep. As we see it on the screen there, you guys hear it through your headphones.
It is. And his record, of course, is very much against the Mika. So now he's up against Birdie.
Yeah. New character choice, right?
It's uphill. This is one of the few characters that Carrion cannot just do her normal standing position with Punish for Fun game. This guy has got one of the strongest ground games in the game, on par, if not better than Carrion. So it's going to be interesting with a guy like Fudo utilizing those tools.
Exactly. World-class player, right? He's incredibly good. That's where you see the V-skill. So Punk doesn't really do that much. Wow, what a pain on the ants here. He doesn't do that much against many characters, but against this character he will because the ground game's a little tough.
Look at this start from Punk, State Jam.
It's looking like every other time they've played so far. Oh boy. Still gets the punish.
Punish anyway.
No, he doesn't even need it. He builds the bar, the perfect. Well,
and look at his crowd popping off right now.
The crowd is feeling it. They're loving some Punk, man. And, you know, he's a trash talker. He's a funny guy. Very talented player. And his record against Fudo is a beatdown. And we've seen the same thing here already. He's trying to buffer that medium to beat those buttons from Birdie.
Yeah, that is the one button she has that can clip the extension of the hurt boxes.
A little too far.
Right. This is why it's difficult for her. That range that he can hit her from. Not what she's used to. But she does have that buff now. She gets that counter hit, stand heavy. Into the EX, it actually links.
There's the dash up again. EX. Punk with nothing after. Look at him just waiting, right? Trying to respect those chain cancels. And Punk's just going to wait for that perfect moment. He's got full bar. Anti-air's clean.
Yeah, love that. All right. Oh, that medium kick connects. The scenario here. Nice little walk up like it. Well blocked by Punk. Back to neutral we go.
And these buttons from Birdie are scary.
That's going to hurt big time.
He's got full bar. Won't kill.
It's one opening, that's it. Didn't stay patient enough.
Trying to swing on defense against Punk, I get it. You know, he's walking up, throwing you, he's staggering his pressure, but his one-hit confirms are so good that one time you hit a button, it just happens, counter hit, cleans it up. Man, he looks great in this set against Fudo already, but we saw the same thing against Jobin, and that one was a nail biter.
Yeah, it's funny you say nail biter, just as Punk is biting nails after that first game win. Very relaxed. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like this swing from Fudo. I think you should have waited that out. Take the throw if it's coming. You know your opponent's got critical art. You know the next hit's going to kill. I don't know what he tried to press there.
Long range, medium punch. There Punk goes with the V-skill. Trying to bait that.
Just missed. That Birdie throw range catching him off guard.
Oh, V-skill doesn't connect.
And look at the optimization of that.
Beautiful block. Activates. He wants the back throw here probably, but interruption.
Look at that round from Fudo, making the adaptation there. Big damage incoming.
EX chain. Dash up.
Oh, whoa.
That was an anti-air. He got a command throw on accident. Over-buffered it. This is bad news. V-reversal. You got to watch the down jab.
Okay. Safe jab. Safe jab.
It happens. It's so good, yeah.
Not bad.
What are you going to do? Half screen away, down jab, got him.
Great call.
EX this time. Punk just blocks it out.
Ooh. So we're punished on that flailing leg.
Yeah, and this is where Punk just walks back and looks for medium punch to try to beat the long-range Birdie normals. Yeah, or he goes for the V-skill, right?
Like almost zero activity from Punk. Just standing in the range, but it's costing him space, though. It's the only problem with this footsie game. The space he's losing. Backdash out there on the reset.
Yep. Reversal command throw on the negative frames. I like that choice.
Nice jab there to drop that dash in.
Looking low. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, Rosenha's a weird choice, but the sweep clips him anyway. Got him low, and the confirm is good.
Yeah, gets his space back too. Now it's Birdie's in the corner. Doesn't respect the meaty and gets opened up for it.
Working on Dizzy here. Throw his attack. Gotta watch the activation point from Fudo. Oh, clipped him, and that's going to do it. The one medium punch that found its mark. Fudo on the board.
You see where Karen just has to overextend a bit more than she's comfortable doing. Walks right into that medium punch, clattered in the jaw. Cancelled his critical. Great play there from Fudo. Yeah. Fighting well from the corner.
He found his range. He was just chilling, waiting for Punk to make a mistake. You know, Birdie's buttons, excellent, right? He's that character that can fight in that range. Oh, he's looking over like, hold up. My bad, I meant to go back to character select.
Okay.
Character select, back to it. Looking at his phone.
I'm going to go check out Punk's Twitter. I want to see who he's talking to right now. Maybe it's
I'm telling you, it's Justin Wong's at home, baby in one arm, phone in the other. He's hitting him up. He's like, yo, Punk, You just gotta play mad patient. That's what he's telling me. You just gotta play patient.
Don't press buttons, man.
Just wait him out. I got a tweet at Twitter at J1.
Oh, look at that.
Damn, at SageM with the Rita Punk talking to me.
Psychic SageM. Just like the down jab earlier, bud.
You know, it could only have been one person. Chun-Li, he's thinking about it. I got to imagine he's going to go back. Well, he played Nash sometimes in other matchups.
Okay.
I remember this.
I haven't seen this for a while.
It's been a while, yeah. Look at Fudo's face. Come on, bro.
It helped him big time against Tsubaki Zangief when he got to the finals of EVO.
Yes. I remember that. Look at Fudo's face. He's like, oh.
He doesn't know this match. He doesn't like this match, does he?
No. Look at the concern on his face. Is real. He didn't expect this. I don't assume there's any way.
He hasn't trained for this, has he? And you spoke about this. You said we've all got to have cover, and Punk embodying that ethos right now as he whips out his Nash to counter Birdie.
Got to watch the early booms. The one thing you got to see is he ready on the bullhorn? Is he holding the bullhorn for the booms? Anti-air is good. Oh, Tragedy Assault. Probably wanted a boom, and he just got the DP input instead of the quarter circle. Sonic, put him out. Banana's not so bad if you're Nash. You just waited out the chain.
Beautiful spacing on that.
Attack the throw. Scythe is a little far. Gotta respect the chain, right? That thing is great. Goes through projectiles. Gives you Oki after when you do the light kick version.
I'll tell you what, the Nash fans are going to be really happy. You got a Nash playing in top 8 right here. Yeah, he didn't get him here, but nice to see the character. He exists.
Man, Punk back to the corner early. That was great.
Nice
walk back. That's Fudo's specialty. Meaty combo, short strong. Ooh, no
Gets
punish.
out of there, back to neutral. Got to be careful now with those booms. Runs into that chain, though. Down we go.
Not enough to kill. Goes low in the counter hit. This is the issue with Nash. You need to chip this character away quickly before you get cornered, right? Because otherwise you're going to end up in a situation where he hasn't lost that much life. You have no space to wiggle. You have to take a risk to get out.
This matchup's definitely got a bit better for Birdie now with the addition of V-Trigger 2. Only being 2 bars.
A little bit of chip there. Scythe again. He's been bringing that out more and more. Heavy kick anti-air.
Getting a bit more aggressive now. Backs up. Another side. Got some delayed crouch medium punch. Well blocked.
Backdash Scythe.
Much more activity here from Punk. I'm loving it. Needs to be careful, though.
Yeah, the sides.
Oh, there's the whip. And this is where Birdie becomes deadly. This is where this V-Trigger really becomes dangerous.
I like the bullhorn instead for the Oki.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got V-Trigger available. He's going to look for an activation
Big
point.
whip. Oh, punish.
The reversal. The low chain scoop on the low. Backdash. Punish. Doesn't go for critical R. EX boom. Goes low.
Oh, he had the hit.
He was jumping. That's why it was regular hit. Jumping.
Oh, no. It's not worked out. And he's in the corner. Fudo looking to go 2-1 up here. SageM. Oh, what a punish on a jump back.
Popped him out of the air, and Fudo goes up 2-1. What an anti. He walked back and said, oh, you jump. Crouching fierce.
So optimal. I mean, trust Fudo to take a character that's already won a Capcom Cup and innovate that bit further than we've already seen. The most optimized neutral jump punishes.
Back to character select. Phone comes out. Justin Wong.
The last American left in the tournament in danger here. And it's like we said, man, if Fudo's going to win this tournament, he needs to banish his demon. And he is on the verge of doing that right now. 2-1 up against a guy he always loses to. And this addition of Birdie has really made a difference.
I like to switch back to Karen. To be honest, I thought that matchup was fine. Even though he lost the second game, I think this is his bread and butter. And when Punk's at his best, this is the character that gets him far, And
he has to go carry now anyway, because even if he was to win with Nash, Mika's coming out straight away, and I don't think that's going to go well for him in that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, right? So here we are, back on it. Trumpets blaring. The Winter Wonderland. That was a well-spaced V-skill, too. Whip punish.
Medium punch, so good. Yeah. Love that. Ready for the V-skill up.
Yeah, if you're a Fudo Birdie here, you can't get lazy with those V-skills after the knockdown. You got to respect the Rasenhan. Side switch. Put himself in the corner of the miss.
Tenko. First time we've seen that happen. Tries to jump out. This is a horrible situation for carrying. This is where Birdie excels. One of the best corner games in the game. Banana on the ground. Oh, just escaped. Perfect. Great choice.
That punish was beautiful. If it would have been thrown back into the corner, it would have been great, but activates. Looks low. Gotta watch the low chain in neutral. Jump in, anti-air.
Oh.
Chain's a threat. EX is a threat.
Great patience here from...
Oh, what? In.
No punish.
Look low. Comes with a lot of meter. Anti-air's clean. Low chain.
It gets you every time.
Low chain again. You said every time and you meant it.
So
Fudo.
annoyingly good.
1 round away.
It's Punk heading out of the tournament. one of the few Americans who traveled up here. Let's lose the semi-final.
Could be that 4th place finish. Punk looking low. Punish.
Nice timing on that forward dash.
Saw what I mean. Kept it frame tight, right? Strong. No punish.
Yes, that's punish. Wasn't ready for that sweep.
The reversal again. Punk just wants to knock down, looking low. There it is.
Yeah, Punk getting more aggressive now, getting in that space where he can interrupt those buttons. But puts him in danger when he plays that close. It's working out. He gets it again. He's not going to spend the critical art. He's going to try and save it. Won't live to regret it. It was the right choice. Gets the close out here. Saves himself 1 match point.
Yep, looking sharp. That corner pressure we saw Fudo get regular hit, probably jumping again, interrupts the dash. And Fudo's getting dangerously close to critical art, although he spends 1 there.
Got away with a few dashes earlier, Punk. Look at that.
Didn't buffer into the X-Tenko. Overhead. Goes low.
Corner, horrible situation there for Punk position-wise. Just missed on the whiff punish. That stamina punch gets a counter hit. Back throw. I love it. Good block.
Activates. Punk with the activation himself. Goes for the Rekka series plus frames. Throw after.
Ooh.
That fierce is scary. If that connects, a lot of damage overhead. It beat the crouching medium
as well.
The chain.
We've got another one though. Look at these buttons. Look at that great help. Takes it all off with that overhead.
1 hit kills Punk. 1 medium punch is all it takes.
He's hit away from 9. You're absolutely right.
If he whiffs,
the medium. EX. He's done.
EX chain to do it.
He's done it.
Fudo defeats Punk and sends him home.
What a victory. Such an important personal win there for Fudo as well. To finally get a win over Punk in the big stage. And Birdie looking so optimal, so formidable. What a choice of character. I mean, it's quite frightening to think of a guy who had by far the best ground game in the world with Mika. He's now playing one of the best ground game characters in the game.
This is why you have second characters. Yes. For all these seasons, we've seen Punk just look really, really sharp in this matchup, right? Every time he plays against Fudo, he's just getting W's on the board. Yeah, but this time, there's a new character, right? Better ground game, better control against Karen, and that's what happens.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, Punk's a master in the matchup. Was it El Chakatai we saw just a few weeks ago? 6-0.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy knows that matchup inside out, and I think it's not a case of he's that much better than Fudo. It's just he's that much better at that matchup, and it made sense to switch it. I love it.
Yeah, he looked incredible. I hope you guys have been enjoying EVO so far. We're in the top 3. I hope you guys are ready for more. Take a short break. We'll be back with top 3 of EVO Japan 2019 in just a little bit.
トニマルです。最近のいいこと？あ、この前オーディション受けたんですけど、受かって仕事もらえたんですよ。再現 CG の仕事なんですけど。やりきってやりました。
あなたにハッピーを、ハピちゃん。2月はドリンクもらえる。DTV 特典実施中。
やりきってやりました。
The ultimate arcade stick that truly embraces the fighting game spirit. The landmark in design and functionality. Fighting Edge Yaiva. Embraced by professional players. The pinnacle of arcade sticks. Party meets Cup Noodle, celebrating FGC's enthusiasm. Free giveaway. Check EVO's Twitter account for details. Globally limited to 10 units only.
前へ進む。世界女王はゴールじゃない。次へ行く。日産の技術で自動運転を実現するために立ち止まってる暇なんて一瞬もない。日産は挑み続ける。プロパイロットで自動運転の未来へ。ぶっちぎれ技術の日産。
二宮さん、
今度何？
サロンパスの CM ください。
新しい表現見ますよね。
なあ、
張って寝て気持ちいい。
ダメですか？
ずるいよ。
張って寝て気持ちいいサロンパス。
120枚入りも。
トニ ニマルです。最近のいいこと？仕事もらいましたよ。再現 CG の仕事なんですけど。
あなたにハッピーをハプちゃん。2月はドリンクもらえる。
やりきってやりました。
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to EVO Japan 2019. Top 3 action. All 3 Japanese players in the top 3. It's going to be a good time. Powell versus Fudo. Our losers finals. Then the winner gets a chance up against Momochi, the ninja. Waiting up there feeling good with Zeku in the top 8.
Yeah, looking awesome. Hasn't even had to whip out the Colleen yet. Pure Zeku, and obviously the character was strong enough as it was. Only improved in this season. The guy who I'm hoping will topple everyone and surprise the masses is Powell. I'm so entertained by this guy's Cammy, his style of play, and also it gives me bragging points over Hurricane. So I really hope Powell does the damage and wins EVO post Cammy nerf. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, character got a little love tap, you know, not too bad. Still very solid in this version. Zeku got some love as well. He's strong, and I mean, even you know, Fudo's character as well. Mika's good this version still, and Birdie. You know,
which one we're going to see here? I think we might see Mika, because this is a very varied feedback I get. Some birdies actually don't mind this matchup. A lot of birdies can't stand it.
Gotcha.
So, you know, Fudo's a different birdie. I mean, would he go Mika for it? He plays the matchup so well with Mika, but he's locked in. No, it's going to be Birdie.
Yeah, I like the big buttons. I like the health, and he has maybe better anti-air options than Mika with the bullhorn, right?
When he does anti-air, it freaking hurts, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah, this character just explodes. So you're going to rely on your ground game being solid and guessing right on the jumps. That's what he's looking at here. And I mean, I think that if you're going to play that game plan, it's better with Birdie than it is with Mika.
Yeah. And Birdie's damage output is beyond average. That is well beyond average. It's very, very high damage output. And some of these reversal EXPs we've seen from Cammy, from Powell specifically, could cost him. Maybe that's another reason why he's going with this pick.
Man, fierce. Fudo not feeling it. I mean, that's what you have to do sometimes, right? That button is huge. It's tough to deal with.
Yeah,
hard to whip
she is not dealing with him on the ground. I mean, I'm just waiting for him to hit the air.
Wow, that whip punish is crazy. No cancel. Birdie's best whip punish, probably medium into the medium bullhead. There it is.
Just anticipated some kind of movement, and it worked. Yeah, has to take the air, but backs out. Beautiful spacing there from Fudo. Very dominant first round.
Probably holding onto that bullhorn just in case she jumps for the dive kick. Interrupt on the dash. Fudo looking good. Jump back.
Look for a way in here. There is again. One more hit should be enough to kill if he lands it. Howell's not been able to get anything going here so far. All right, takes the air. That's good. Back dash.
Out of there. Willing to walk back. Checks her low. Fudo playing this nice and slow. Fear reversal on the other side.
Away.
Chill.
I love these defensive choices there. Oh, beautiful. There's that down jab again. Such a humongous hitbox. Hardly any hurtbox on it.
Yeah. End of the round scenario, you're going to hit that button 1,000 times. It's like Mika crouching like kick. You're just going to hit it until they die. No anti-air. He was committed to the jab already. There's the throw.
Gets rid of that dash.
Nothing after crouching fierce, but look at these heavy punches have really added up.
Gets away with it. Nice spacing. Oh, what's the one that got away with it? What's after that?
Activates.
Oh, big whip punish. Mix-up City. What's it going to be now?
Low chain. Got the back dash. The standing light kick. Fudo.
Almost like an option select there. The ball just came out regardless.
Yeah, bullhead anyway. Catcher on the back dash. Chain connects. Fudo, game 1 with this Birdie.
That's what I'm talking about this season with Birdie. A lot of matchups were taking slight variations with this addition of this feature, getting it twice around as well. This is an example of it.
Yeah, and I love Fudo on this character. He tried it at Capcom Cup this year. It didn't work out for him. This season, the character is a little stronger, and he's had some more time with it. It's awesome. It's great to see him. You know, a lot of people have talked up his Birdie in the past.
Yeah, lovely to see a guy who's just so committed with one character committing to another one. We saw that earlier with Kazunoko. He didn't win off the back of that commitment, but I expect that to pay off later in the year.
Exactly. Wow, early heavy punch. That damage is huge, too.
What I'm talking about?
Man, Fudo blocks one more normal, he'll have V-trigger.
Oh, look at that anti-air choice. There's just no way you're in right now for Powell.
Punish.
No punish.
Chain. Walks up. Check.
Backs away. Again.
That spacing was really good too for Fudo. He didn't have to worry about it.
Oh!
Man, he got lucky there, but no more V-trigger to worry about.
Missed this dive kick.
Low chain.
Good tech there. Oh, he tried to dash his back throw, but the reactions were too quickly.
Fudo ready for it. That's one thing about Fudo is that he's normally very quick about checking dashes. The one time he's a little late, doesn't work out.
Yeah, and he went for the throw, but he went for the throw so early that that little walk back wasn't going to work. Yeah, there's that jump situation that causes Birdie problems. Take it to the air more often now. I'd like to see that more. Until you eat a ton of damage, there's no reason not to take the air in this matchup. The ground game just isn't the one.
And swinging with these big normals. There's the EX out of nowhere. Eats after. Powell not ready with quick rise drill. I love that throwaway from Powell, or from Fudo.
Anti-air. Look at the conversion too. It's a mix-up City. Could die here if he gets grabbed. Patiently blocks it out.
You mentioned, the chain.
There
the command throw. Fudo. He goes up 2-0.
Complete domination, City. Complete domination. Decided to take to the air more that set, and it did cause Fudo a little bit of trouble for a moment in time. But this is what I'm talking about. You can guess the anti-air wrong a number of times with Birdie in this matchup. You've got the health to take it. The 1 or 2 times you get the anti-air right, however, you end up in a scenario like that, and it could be match winning.
Yep, rematch already. Powell doesn't even want to try to think about it, maybe make some adjustments. He's right back in. And you mentioned that V-trigger, right? That is so huge. The damage on it's humongous. Push back into the banana.
Oh, wow. Fudo, just a brick wall in this matchup. Looking like season 1.
All right, drill whip punish.
You need to start with punish now where you can. Walk back again. This time the jab to the forehead.
He's amazing at that, by the way. He does it with Mika. He does it with Birdie in the command throw after the negative frame.
Okay, good punish on that banana.
Nice choice. Uppercut got her away from the banana.
I think he thought the banana was still there. You saw him holding back as he landed.
EX.
He's run into that again.
Buffering with that medium punch. Long range fierce. No cancel to the low chain.
Yeah, fully convertible, that fierce. Walk up pro. Oh no, you can't be missing those things.
The sweep. Oh, and the meaty chain. There's so many active frames on that. He woke up into it, thought it whiffed.
He had an opportunity to do something, he didn't. Match point, Fudo, a bit of anticlimactic loser's final here. It's Fudo totally dominating here against Powell.
Whip punish. Doesn't cancel. EX. Nice. Look at that. Lands with a medium.
Right?
Overhead again.
And see.
3 in a row.
Oh, walk back again with the throw. You get hit here, you're dead. He's literally a fraction away from critical art.
As soon as that lands. He can even anti-air with it if he has to. Backdash. Another one. V-trigger running out.
Spike gets clicked. Back to the corner you go. No, that's not going to work.
Respect the DP. Got him with the confirm. This is huge. Double dash. Maybe he might even go for something else after him. Maybe the hooligan?
Bro. No, he went for the shimmy. That's commitment there from Fudo.
Activates.
Activate. Just needs one hit. He knows he just needs one hit.
Now looking for that medium kick into the chain. Low chain. No anti-air.
Back dashes out. Gets away with it again. Can't get hit here. Watch out for it. Low chain again. He's got 1 more. 2 more.
Gotta watch too. EX command throw will kill.
No meter, nothing here for
Cammy. Man, that EX command throw is scary. Fierce, fierce.
No anti-air it is. Throw it.
The low chain.
No! Again.
Overhead. Fudo's going to grand finals. He did it 3-0 over Powell, and we got 2 of our old favorites, EVO champions in the grand finals of EVO Japan, as we're looking at Fudo Momochi.
I'll tell you what, it's a very, very exciting top 8. But a massive shout out to these new names we've seen in the top 8. That grand final is going to be awesome. But those guys we've seen who are no longer there, unfortunately, none of them making it to the final. Powell, Jobin, Crusher, really a treat to see these new guys. And you guys sitting there at home who've never been to these tournaments, this should be an inspiration to you to have these guys suddenly come in here and kicking butt left, right.
Yeah, and a lot of them are players that have been playing for a while and they've been waiting for that one big moment, right? Show up on a stage like EVO Japan, which gets put on. This is only the 2nd year it's happened.
Yeah.
And he just shows up. Powell, both years, has had a huge impact. Sending Tokido to losers last year. And sending him to losers this year.
Was he 13th or 9th last
year? Yeah, 9th place, I think, or 13th, something like that. And then this year, 3rd place. That's a huge W to put on the board. I mean, last year, Tokido with 3rd place in this tournament. So that tells you like the level of play you're dealing with in these finals here. So we look at, I mean, Momochi, Fudo. You can't ask for a better finals here in Japan.
Oh man, this is super exciting. I mean, these guys have been playing out of their minds today. Fudo maybe having a slightly more uphill matchups, having to make a few more comebacks.
Right.
But oh man, I can't call this. I can't call this save down.
Yeah,
these two are so strong. Like you said, both former EVO champions. This is the top of the food chain right now. We're going to see.
Yeah, and Street Fighter 4, right? I mean, 2011 for Fudo, 2015 for Momochi. Both of them EVO champions, and you have to remember that Momochi won Capcom Cup as well. So he's Capcom Cup champion, EVO champion. He's won championships in tons of different Street Fighter games. So this is like not a new place for either of them. But in Street Fighter 5, to see both of them in EVO finals, it's a treat.
Yeah, super excited to see how this one goes. These guys are just going to take a little break when they get ready for the match. I mean, any highlights for you in this top 8 so far that you want to point out?
Man, that Job and Punk match, that one was good. Momochi, the backdash into the critical art on Nemo.
Did you see the tweet from Justin Wong? Like, I mean, obviously, when these high-level players watch these matches, they try to anticipate what these players are actually going to do. Right. I do that myself. And I'll tell you now, I got hit about 20 times by jumping almost everything he did. I couldn't read the guy, and Justin Wong said the same thing. You just can't get a read on him. So unpredictable.
He's a tough man to spot. You know what's cool about this top 8, too? You see Momochi. He did it in Winter Side. He beat Nemo. He beat Powell. He's now chilling in the grand finals. Fudo carved his way through the losers bracket. Crusher into Nemo, into Punk, into Powell, and now he's in this. And he got sent to losers bracket playing Birdie, right? Birdie and Mika against Nishiki Blanca.
Yeah, I saw that. Nishiki playing out of his mind. And you know the really exciting thing about this whole weekend?
Yeah.
We see these 2 new names here in the top 8, but there were tons of guys doing damage throughout this tournament. I just want to give a massive shout out to Evo for putting this event in Japan, where all these hidden gems, these secret talents are based, and a lot of them have come out and made a name for themselves this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, if you guys don't tune in every year, I'd highly advise it. This is a fantastic event, right? EVO Japan, incredible. As well as, just main EVO that you guys watch every year in Vegas. It's very cool that they're having this, in Japan a couple of years in a row. I mean, this entire thing, it's just been a pleasure. Entire thing, like every single year, I've been digging it.
Yeah, this is super exciting, and it's here to stay. I mean, I've heard it from the horse's mouth. There will be many more EVO Japans to come, and this is a really good era.
The horse's mouth. Maybe it's the voices in your head.
Nah. I'll go English on you if you really want, mate. Yeah? The horse's mouth, it's a British saying, yeah? And it basically stands for, I heard it from the source, a reliable source.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
All right, yeah?
Yeah, a reliable source. You got it on ink?
Legitimate, mate. Here to stay. Here they are. They're back from the toilet, and the grand final is almost ready to commence.
What an intro.
You know what the toilet is, mate?
Yeah, I've heard of it before.
Making sure. You guys call it restroom or something.
The restroom. Excuse me, sir. I mean, it sounds more polite to me. You know what I mean?
Toilet. Yeah, toilet does sound kind of... Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
As we jump into this. I mean... It's so cool, isn't it? It's so great that in the finals we got to see. I think a lot of people, when they think about Japanese players, these are 2 on their list, right? They travel to so many U.S. tournaments throughout the years, and it was really cool because I feel like last year, we got to see Fudo on a lot of the big stages, right? I mean, he's been an EVO finalist in this game, right? Second place, the very first EVO we had for it. It's like not like he's any rookie in this kind of position, but Momochi had that top 8 at Capcom Cup as well, so... They've been performing really well lately, but seeing them on new characters, seeing them try new things. That's what I was about to say. The really, just to add to what you're saying, the really exciting thing is they've both picked up these new characters, and they're seeing great results off the back of it, aren't they? We're going to see Birdie Zeku.
I think it'll be Birdie Zeku.
That'd be crazy, right? Birdie Zeku finals here.
Oh, how this game is evolving.
Colleen? He's been playing this character as well, right?
Yeah, his Colleen is still very fresh. He was playing on a stream just a few weeks ago. Still has very much, in many people's opinions, the best Colleen.
Yeah. And you mentioned the stream earlier. Momochi streams on Twitch if you guys want to watch him play his gameplay, as does Fudo. He's on the Beast TV stream every week teaching Street Fighter, right? So here we go. Grand finals of EVO Japan. 2 of the finest in the game. 2 of the finest to ever do it. Fudo versus Momochi. Yes, sir.
That was my best
audio impression.
Pretty prepared. Yeah. But we're in Japan, right? You got to do it. You got to try it.
Win in Rome. No punish. Wow, crouch medium punch.
Okay.
That must have been a bullhorn. Crouch medium punch bullhorn didn't get the release that he was looking for.
Right.
Eats up, and there's the punish. Too far.
Wow. Must have jumped a bit too early.
Gonna carry to the corner already. Tried to bait the throw.
Second time now. That instant throw's got him out of that situation. For a range captain to pull off and punish, that'll be the round. No.
Yeah, doesn't get the juggle. Walking back, low chain scoops her up, and you know she's going to be dashing a lot, right, when she's on that beach trigger.
Like crazy. So clever to put that out. Like you mentioned earlier, a ton of active frames on that. Any movement at all will get clipped.
Fierce again. That button is so good, right? We saw, like, earlier when he was playing up against Nemo, trying to parry it, right? He just tried to predict it, but it's just that button that you can rely on being pretty safe to hit. The only thing that's going to beat it really is like a jump.
It's pretty exciting stage, and we're going to have either a Colleen or a Birdie winning EVO Japan.
Yeah. I mean, this is that season, right? I think last season... Wow! And the last hit, he flinched at the last second.
It was a lovely whiff punish out there. It didn't pay off, but then it did pay off.
Yeah, that's the first one I think I've seen him do all day. Bananas out, but blocked it.
Nice punish.
Yeah, that sand light kick, great choice.
Yeah, I love the way Momochi's kind of infiltrating that danger zone space. Happy to be there. She's got that light kick to punish a lot of those normals on block. And she can absorb a lot of those normals if he's buffering into cancels, and she can punish anything that comes out.
Momochi is like the only person I can think of who just walks up and blocks.
Punk picked a totally different strategy, which I quite liked as well, where he stood outside of that range, but Momochi's standing right inside of those birdie normal ranges.
Yeah, he's just so he's like not afraid to just wait in that range where this is such a lethal character he's fighting.
It's a start here. Oh, runs into that button though. Activation here for Fudo. Doesn't get it. Oh, that links. What a punish.
Huge damage and the chain.
What?
Game 1, Fudo. I can't believe it comboed. You couldn't believe it comboed.
I can't believe. I mean, I would have thought a medium punch would have connected or something.
Right.
He did a heavy, and that is a very slow heavy. Wow. Optimal. I've done that a few times now today already. Some things I've not seen other birdies do just yet. Not consistently anyway.
Punish again. That medium punch, excellent for that. The V skill on block. And Fudo, look at him walk him down. You know, that's the thing. If Momochi's going to walk and block, take your space,
yeah,
right?
Now he's just pushing forward. I love it. This is the counter to that approach that Momochi's trying to employ.
Waited in his range activation. He's going to get the EX Parabellum after.
Nice confirmed. Takes that knockdown. Into the throw here.
Double down medium kick. Skates up. He spent a little bit of V-trigger bar to do that, but I think he's okay with it.
Only one more now.
Activates.
Oh, what? That works out.
Chain in. Mochi with a check.
Yeah, but he has a hard time punishing those.
Gotta watch the fierce. Confirm into the chain. Scary to play this range against Birdie.
There is again, Sejam.
Medium kick. Anti-air. Oh. Try to play it slow.
So patient, these two players in this grand finals.
Yeah, both of them famous for being real defensive.
Oh, the timing!
Out of nowhere.
To the corner we go.
Back dash.
Oh, don't you dare try and back dash on me. Tiny little walk back. Delay crouch medium punch. Into the hands. Fantastic play there from Momochi.
Yeah, knew it, right? He was delaying that, looking for a button check on the beginning of the round. Fudo ready. Banana out. Gone now, but always have to respect it.
Overhead, man. He's utilizing so well. Again, the cross counter. Standing in the pocket and throwing buttons. What side's going to be? In front. Good block.
Fudo with a walk back between buttons. He's so good at walking back in those ranges and then still getting the whip punish after. V-skill anti-air.
Beautiful conversion there. Went straight to the EX. Target more whip. And he's got a knockdown here. Safe jump. Yes, it is. Oh.
Long delay. Activation. EX raw. Scooper in.
There we go.
Skates up.
Again, so good.
Running out of V-trigger gauge, though. Skates in again. Goes low.
The throw tech didn't come.
Overhead block. Too far for the punish. Fudo's spacing on that's excellent, but he's still got V-trigger available.
Nice. Standing roundhouse there.
Fudo really wants that button.
Yeah, he's got it. He gets one hit. Come out. Beautiful punish. The spacing as you caught it so good on that occasion. It wasn't.
Hail out. Checks low. Oh, the scoop!
Wow. The reduction on the hurt box.
Big damage. EX Parabellum booted.
Don't.
Tried to get in there. Fudo was ready for it. Another round on the board. And he's working on critical art, which, you know, medium punch buffered, bullhead, critical art, 50-50 after. That's a scary round.
50 as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Banana.
nice. Didn't cancel. Respecting the peel.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That can trip you up, and you know you lose your meter if you cancel something. Clip low.
Oh, wow. Wasn't ready for that forward dash. Romano again, great time to do it. Has her cornered here. We'll look for Momochi's escape. She does like to get out of the wall out there.
Hands were connect there. Fudo tried a button. Neutral jump, anti-air, perfect. Look at that range. Momochi just waits.
Behind that normal.
It's like he's not even really trying to whip punish. He's just like trying to be away from it. He's like, all right, I'll get out of the way.
Runs into that one though.
V-trigger available. Yeah. EX into V-trigger. See that soon. Oh, dash up. Gotta watch the skate in from Momochi.
Wow, that quarter recovery on the stand medium punch. What time to skate there.
Corner carry's huge. Critical art from Fudo. Gotta watch the medium punch.
Still very much in this round. Fudo looking to go 2-0 up here. If we can get one hit, get into a mix-up scenario. Oh, he spent the meter there to activate.
You have to respect that. That fears from both of them now, right? They're so dangerous. The
V-trigger
V-trigger.
conversion here. To the corner we go.
Doesn't have V-trigger 2, but the damage. Parabellum.
No, that was... Oh, it was the same.
And he tried the chain after, but Momochi kept it too safe. One apiece.
The extra Ranger, not the right time to do it. He did that jump a tiny bit high, almost on purpose, almost like he baited him to do that. The Ranger's not quick enough to hit in that scenario, and it paid off there. Round one. Momochi, one apiece.
Yeah, and you see, really, it's just a war of attrition, right? These two are so patient on the ground the entire time. With
Nice
one
punish.
mistake, yeah, that light kick. The light punch full head. Anti-air's clean.
Oh, there's that meaties, that roundhouse.
We haven't really seen that much command throw from Fudo so far, so, you know, interesting. Momochi trying to backdash and making a read, punish.
What's taking a bit got risk there. Beautiful whip punish though. Just stood outside of that overhead range. This is the turning point here. He's going to get some kind of opening.
Yes.
On that activation from Fudo.
Yeah, chain's out now. Low chain scoops in. Kind of see a reversal throw there from Momochi, maybe. He's just been jabbing it every time. Clipped.
There we go. Chain time.
Low chain after, not enough to kill. Goes for the regular throw. Overhead, scary.
A whip punish this time. That's it. And come on, grab. Great adjustment there from Fudo.
I love that choice. He hasn't command thrown that much, and he was looking for the overhead, right? So he was like trying to, you know, fuzzy it, maybe look for it, look for the block, react to it somehow.
And he knew that he had him scared to press buttons. Wasn't looking for that dash to support him out completely.
Momochi just wait out of the range for whip punish.
He's trying to whip punish, but it's so hard against Birdie. You saw that. Got whip punish for trying to whip punish.
Dash up.
Look at his stun again. Nice.
Like Fudo hitting a medium kick there.
Wow, timing on that. Right in the middle of the string, that fist connected.
With this huge corner carrying, coast to coast, Osaka to Tokyo. EX flips. He's got the V-trigger activation. That crush counter roundhouse. If it lands, the damage, the low.
Oh, wow, that low out of nowhere connects again.
Whip punish.
Whip punishes.
That bait was beautiful. Low chain, not enough. Low, he just walked up, waited, clipped them low. Fudo's like patience. The little delays in walking in and out. The little delay in the low. Perfect.
So good at making those opportunities count as well. Always keeps that just about enough bar to have that follow-up chain so he gets the Oki off any kind of hit confirm he's getting. You see, he doesn't just throw it out there. The first one he threw out, you know, kind of recklessly. But as long as he's got 2 days, he's always going to have that Oki. And on that occasion, it counted. There's 2-1 up here from loser's side.
He's got to reset the bracket. If he gets the W here, we're going to go to another set, but can't count Momochi out just yet.
Uphill.
That fierce, man.
So good. There's that walk back you mentioned earlier, Sage. He's so good at that.
He is. He just knows like the perfect range to take a little step back, and then he just snaps up the medium. Banana, wow, so close.
Knows what wants you. Okay. New button employed. This time the sweep activation. That's the button recovery.
Yeah. Against Fudo, his ground game's so good, you have to try something new like that sweep. Goes low this time. The V reversal.
Oh, nice delay that time. What are we trying to tech? Looking to stun here. Oh, come on, grab.
He made a read on the walk back.
Oh, my God.
The dive a little safer in this version. Fudo activates. 2 bars.
Elected brain read.
He's got the chain available. Low chain.
There's one. He'll throw that out. You see, he doesn't throw the other one out so recklessly. Looking for that hit. Oh, there it is. There's a confirm. That's going to be it. And there was still damage on the table there, Sajab. Wow.
He still had that low chain available. Fudo 1 round away from the reset here. The dive. He
must escape. No punish.
That was a crazy jump.
Really good jump. You haven't seen that for how many rounds?
Yeah. Even, you know, someone as good as Momochi, though, jumps back. He was so afraid. Wow, double banana.
Bananas over here.
Look at this, the range, man. Momochi, although he's good at evading, he's not good at like punishing, right? He's not getting anything big for these moments.
Yeah.
He won't dash or anything. He won't jump that often. So
punish that. Yes, he will. Critical art as well. Horrible situation here for Momochi. Fudo goes in. Has to be aware of Momochi's critical art.
Does he counter? No, he goes for the throw. I think trying to bait that EX counter on wake up. No counter hit combo from Momochi.
Oh, there's that double fist again.
Gonna carry him to the corner here. He's got more bar to spend on the next hit. Working on Dizzy. Neutral jump.
Well, Tex, but now you're just giving him a V-trigger.
He doesn't have a good activation point until he has the X, though. Or a knockdown of some kind. The jump in's anti-air. Gotta watch medium. EX.
There's that hard kick again. Look at these delays. Momochi really fishing here. But he can't get hit.
You gotta watch for the background. Yeah, that button right there, right? Goes right into critical art if it's gonna hit.
There it is. Oh, no confirm.
Didn't spend it. Scary spot for Momochi now.
20 seconds on the clock. Bracket reset point from Fudo. Look how tense this is, Sajab.
He just needs 1 EX. EX into V-trigger 2.
Oh.
10 seconds. Yes!
No, that wasn't the right time!
The command
dead! No, she's alive!
The takedown! Oh, he went for it! Oh, Fudo with the reset!
Man, I definitely thought she was gone there. Bad call, but my goodness, he got it anyway. And the bracket has been reset here.
Fudo taking off the headset. He's like, what do you want from me, man? You already reset the bracket. What else do you need?
Wow, so intense. And it's looking, honestly... interesting.
Back to character select, it looks like. Fudo wants maybe a blind pick, actually. Oof. And yeah, you got to know that that's how Momochi's feeling, right? Okay, reset. You know, rub it out of your eyes. Like, all right.
And the longer it went, honestly, the harder it looked.
Yeah.
I mean, it just got harder and harder for that Colleen pick. I'm not sure Zeku does any better, but...
That's what I'm thinking here. There's got to be a character switch, right? Yeah, I mean, you have many other characters if you're Momochi. You probably need to try something else. You know, you lost that first set, 3-1. It looked pretty good for Fudo, especially as it went on. You mentioned it was like further and further ahead, right? He's built on a lead.
Got better. So Momochi beat him for the first time this weekend. Fortunately, he was winner's side, guys, so that's 0-0. New set. This set will determine our EVO Japan 2019 champion.
Second annual, right? This is the second time we've had EVO Japan. So we're going to have a new champion this year from Japan. You mentioned a lot of the games today. I feel like all weekend we've had champions maybe outside of Japan. But this, you know, in Street Fighter, game we're going to see.
Japanese victor here.
Locks back into Colleen.
It's Colleen, it is.
Does I want to try something else. I'm surprised we don't see him trying out maybe the Zeku or one of his other characters. He has a few.
He's got so many different layers to his gameplay. Let's see what kind of adjustment he makes. That's not the right one so far, though.
Yeah, V-Gauge being built for Fudo already. He's very good about finding moments to put out the banana and just wait, right? Look for that moment.
Oh, there it is again. That walk back.
Banana out. Wow, he still couldn't even punch with the V-trigger.
Yeah, he got hit on a trade last time, right? So he didn't even want to risk it this time.
Yeah, skates in, back throw. Another one.
For this time.
Oh, low chain, good blocks.
Oh, that throw whip.
I do like that he's trying to throw now, though. Chain again.
Man, just good patient blocking there from Momochi.
Yeah, Fudo's got to do this. Not a lot of resources to work with.
Trigger's gone now, but look all the mileage he's got out of it.
Look low, Momochi playing patient. Crush counter fierce. Big for him here. Oh, boy.
Wow. This is when that neutral game seems so uphill for Colleen despite her amazing
wow. That was incredible, but the fierce.
Yes, he's in this round. He needed that round.
Oh, my goodness. Momochi's on the board.
Definitely a confirmable button there, that from Birdie. One of those really, really long, cancelable frames.
Tried the fierce target combo, didn't quite make it.
Missed it.
Down jab, but the back vanity. There's the confirm from Fudo. Can out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I think the walk forward helped him a little bit there in the frames.
Let's get a trade on that. I was never thought I would have. There's that whip punish. He's had that a few times now. This is the big difference here. Almost done. Oh, button.
Went for the overhead.
Off of the link there off that V skill.
Gotta watch the skate up from Momochi. That's why he's whiffing the medium punch. That's the adjustment. There's the fierce.
Fierce again. Seems to always cross count. Doesn't want to spend a meter.
Skates up. No check. Fudo's scared of the EX. Back. Oh, he got
that's
him.
Gonna hurt.
Big chain.
It's gonna be mix up city time stage jab.
Commando or not. Oh, the wake up counter. He bet it all on the low.
It was the delayed low last time.
Yeah.
I understand why he went for that. Wasn't the right read on this occasion. One round apiece now. This new set.
Back vanity, but Fudo ready for it. That anti-air is a catch-all. It works in so many scenarios. Look at the whip punish.
Such a big deal. You just can't whip any buttons, whereas Birdie can.
There's a punish.
All right, nice activation. Catch the recovery on that forward dash.
Wow, clip medium made it.
Okay.
Try to jump.
Oh, and again. Oh, no, he survives it.
Could have been it.
Left him alive.
Back vanity again. He got the hit. Activate
as well now.
Can out, but he skates.
Right. Lovely. Ready for that.
Overhead. Jump forward.
Oh,
whip
no,
punish.
he's dead.
He got it again. Fudo.
Oh, my God.
He's just too good.
He just can't close these rounds out, Sage. I mean, he's so close to getting him, but that V trigger always there.
And it just turns one of those, medium punch whip punish is already so good.
Yeah.
But you just get the EX, the chain, the fierce, and all this. It's huge.
Into a follow-up melee scenario as well. A character like that, one of his main things to balance out his footsies was that he doesn't really get OP off much stuff. This V-Trigger's changed that game.
Yeah. And it being 2 bars, right? Like, you just get those extensions. Very, very useful. Look at that. Stand light kick whip punish, but leads to nothing, right? Crush counter. He's going to throw the hail to try to chase behind. To the corner, but I feel like Fudo's been okay here so far. Yeah, I mean, that gets him out.
He got some space back there with that. Space over. He uses the overhead in neutral when he sees Momochi negative. He's been doing that all day to a few of his opponents.
Yeah, and I think it conditions people to not block low so you can get crouch and medium kick.
Builds up a decent amount of damage as well. It's not blocked, no full punish. Too far for punish from Fudo, though.
You see crouch medium kick lands there? Yeah, I love it. Get the banana out.
I love that. Protect that activation. There it is. First one spin. 2 more chains.
Jump back. He gets the punish.
Oh, wow. I love it. Momochi's back in this round.
Hail out. Wow, walk up block from Fudo. Walk up block from Momochi.
Oh, you see? Too scared to punish because of that chain.
Yep. Medium punch landing. He's looking for the fierce hit confirm. Doesn't find it. Momochi. Look at the range. He's constantly maintaining the same range.
Oh, with punish.
Got him again. Chain for the Yoki. He's going to dash up, look for the down jab. He's getting so close to critical art. Activates, not a lot of time on the clock. EX.
You're absolutely right, look at the time.
Baits the throw. That's a lot of time off the clock, too. 5 seconds left.
No some max damage.
Oh
nice job.
That was a wild read. Fudo was like, he's going to respect this. He's not going to go for anything crazy. I'm going to just wake up command throw. I love the choice, though. Momochi with the jump short was going to try to waste some time.
Yeah, Fudo's thought process is just frightening.
Yeah, wake up reversal.
4 steps ahead.
Look, he's walking him down this time. Momochi constantly resets the space. Like, notice how Fudo walks forward, he walks back.
Yeah.
Fudo walks back, he walks forward.
And the funny thing is, even though he's controlling that range, he seems to be at the range he wants to be at. Still him that's getting whiff punished every single time.
There's the punish. He walked in deep. And that's the thing. Fudo's seeing that Momochi's walking back, so he tried to sweep, right? And that's why Momochi walked forward and blocked. His ground game is incredible. There's the punish again.
Jumping that EX every time. Jump, yes. Throw this time.
All right, cancel again. Gets that chain out. He walked in, so he knows Momochi's not going to do anything. He just walked himself out of the corner. Hit confirmed.
And then just the one button he presses, Seitan hits.
He just won't do anything.
God.
He waited so
scary.
long. Mix up here.
Where's it going to be? Behind, good block. Stayed in front last time. Fudo was ready for the one behind.
Fudo's 1 hit away from winning. Can.
Oh my God.
Didn't have the confirm.
Oh, the meaty.
He clipped him.
Oh my God.
Fudo does it again.
All the right reads every time, Seitan.
Tried to jump out. Momochi was scared, and how can you blame him? It would have done so much damage. And this is what happens. Look, Fudo's conditioned him. Now Momochi's hitting buttons on the dashes, and he's not ready. Working on Dizzy.
Oh, wow. This is turning into a blow-up.
Is he going to parry again? No, the regular throw. Fudo, he was patient, though. He went for a throw because he expected it. Now, Fudo knows he can just back up, play the round slow, look for the activation points, whiff punish something like a roundhouse or a fierce.
I haven't seen Fudo on the receiving end of any kind of comeback so far this top 8.
Full critical art for Fudo.
Exactly what's needed from Momochi right now.
Punish. Oh, he missed it.
Okay.
Maybe could have done short and the light headbutt instead, but other side.
Oh, there we go. We've seen these replays before.
Working on Dizzy as well.
Oh, you going? Oh my days, he's done.
He got the Dizzy.
Still a mountain to climb. Still tons to do. Needs another reset if he can get it.
Knockdown.
Goes for knockdown. Oh, jump forward. Oh! Finally he gets it.
What in the world?
Just as I said, we see no comebacks against Fudo's birdie on this occasion.
The commentator's curse.
You know what I mean?
You didn't even have to say it in Japanese.
Every time. Momochi doing the virtually impossible there and saving himself from going 2-0 down. That was a massive, massive win.
Yeah, that parry was everything. That might be what wins him EVO Japan when you look back at it.
Let's see that. How it evolves from here. Fudo just back to business, really. His game plan's been working really well. Nothing will change here despite losing the game.
Yeah, the plan for Fudo is going to be pretty straightforward. You walk up, you do fierce, 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 right? Momochi starts to walk backwards, then you walk up and sweep. That's going to be a lot of the strategy. You know he's going to try to walk back, low confirm.
Love that delay on that captain short.
Regular throw again. He's got meter.
Oh, beautiful walking.
Another one. Wow. Easy for Momochi.
Wow. How the times are changing.
Up in the set now. Got the round on the board. And if you're Fudo, that was a rough spot in the corner.
That was a very rough spot. And Momochi made it count big time.
There's a little bit of V-gauge.
You said how he walked at the start of that round?
That's what makes him scary.
In now.
How many players in the world can walk up and block like that?
Hardly anything.
He's a rare breed, and that's why he's having so much success against a character that, you know, has more firepower on the ground.
Yeah, a guy who you just really don't hold forward against. Usually the opposite.
Yeah, you don't want to be near him. You're scared. Oh, that long-range fierce.
So much range.
Yes.
Every time, no punish, though.
Yeah, that time a little too far. Clips him low. Momochi with the dash, looking for the activation point. Crouching medium kick or back heavy kick, maybe, something like that.
Yeah, if you've got the reactions to jump back, you've got the reactions to the neutral jump.
Big crush. Mix-up's going to be big again, or he just wants to knock down carry to the corner.
Oh, look at his momentum now. Stun racking up.
Man.
Good patience there for Fudo.
Makes a reversal. He wasn't looking.
You got to check that meter, man.
Baited.
Momochi. The adaptation. The change-up. The rush down. And the bait to close it out. He goes 2-1 up here in this Evo Japan 2019 SF5 Grand Final.
And now, if you're Fudo, what do you do? Do you go back to Mika?
What a question, what a question.
He reset the bracket with this character.
He was cruising. It was looking like a blow-up at one point.
Yes.
If he'd have won that game that Momochi was able to clutch just before this game, it would have been 2. I think that would have made it like 4-1 overall in this Grand Final. Heading towards a 6-1 victory. But Momochi just clutched it out and has now, the momentum's all in his corner. And it's Fudo who has to make the adjustment.
Yeah, what do you do here, right? This is the question. You have tournament point on the line. You're looking at 2-1. You need 2 games. Is it going to be with Birdie? Is it going to be with Mika? Where do you ride? Locked into Birdie.
I like it. Game plan has been super solid. It's been, for the most part, extremely uphill for Momochi. He's played it almost to perfection, but Momochi's just made those 1 or 2 moments really count when he gets them.
Here we are, potentially the final game of EVO Japan 2019. Could have a new champion, Momochi. And we'll see. What is Fudo looking for on the ground here now, right? He looked great for a lot of it, but I think kind of there's a rhythm that Momochi's figured out.
Started using that stand roundhouse a lot more as well. Clipping a lot of those birdie buttons on startup.
Yeah, that's a great button. Walk back. You can swing out of Birdie's range. This guy's
it's got great range. It allows her to stand in the pocket and trade there with Birdie, which not many characters can do.
Look at the way he's placed on the ground. This is like world class. It's very, very rare that a player who even has good footsies can do this well at just walking and blocking against someone like Birdie.
Birdie's a nightmare. There's another whiff punish though from Fudo. Commentator's curse there, Seitan. Don't give too many compliments.
Give him a fierce instead. Mix up now.
Time. Oh, just let it fly.
Skates up. No fear. Anti-air's good. Goes low. Chain.
That's going to hurt big time.
Low chain again. Not enough to kill. Counter or not.
Oh!
Wake up low medium kick. The Yolochi's back. He's got bar to work with. Back vanity. Double back vanity. Building some more.
Critical art. Look at the time. 20 seconds on the clock. Every round I feel like goes this way.
Man, if he had critical art, he could have confirmed that, but he's getting close. Building the bar.
Now look, one more hit.
You can't get hit.
Yeah,
Fudo was ready.
Love it.
Rapid fired that down jab to clip the dash in.
So important to give it away that you're looking for that. That's why whipping those normals in neutral, just waited and reacted.
Beautiful stuff with the corner already. Momochi feeling pretty good about this to throw. Walked right back anyway. He's waiting in that range. Look at him standing in the pocket, as you were saying, but EX right out of the corner on the whip punish.
Yeah, he's living by the sword and dying by the sword stage. I mean, he's actually been hit a lot standing that close to Birdie, but it's working out because when he gets that cross count, when he gets that opening, he makes it count for so much. Oh, misses Link.
Man, that Fierce was just out of range. Momochi walks through it and he gets another crush.
House again, getting him so much mileage. Oh, there's a whiff punish there from Fudo. Charges forward now.
And walking back with that Fierce confirmed low. I like Momochi's check. Crouching medium kick after. Sets you up with the +1. So.
Oh, wow. Look how close they were standing there.
Walk-up block. Fudo has those big buttons to swing with. Dashes in. This is big.
He had it. He's got another one. And again, hey, you can't get hit again.
No jump out from Fudo. Can't get hit by a medium punch, though. You'll die if you're Momochi. He's just walking back. He wants it. Medium. Oh, boy. That was a scary whip.
Yeah, next hit wins this round. Overhead knocks down. 10 seconds on the clock.
Regular throw.
Life lead. Chain minus. Oh,
got the lead. Interrupt.
Oh my God.
Get the lead.
Oh, the low. 4 seconds on the clock.
Oh, he tried the
Momochi's
command
gonna die.
Oh, boy.
What a round.
Walk-up commando. I wonder if he maybe even tried to anti-air and he got his, the input switch, but now tournament point Momochi.
Wow, how he's turned this around.
The crush.
Heading towards EVO Japan 2019 champion here. Adachi gets away with it. Again, Fudo, he's in his head.
Goes low. This is where he gets, man, Fudo lost 50% the throws. Activates already.
Just needs to get that chain up. To get 2 this round.
But lately, we just haven't seen it matter. The dash up. Didn't get a combo.
A more aggressive Fudo suddenly. Feeling urgency to make something happen here.
For the Fierce.
Wow, why would you try that? Gets knocked down. Counter hit. The critical off there. 1 hit. He's looking for that confirmed. Punish. Oh my goodness. This could be it.
Getting close. Next hit will do it. Momochi with the
activate.
Momochi is your EVO Japan champion.
Get the Fukuoka out of here. Great grab at the end.
He dashed all the way up. EVO Japan 2019. He's your champion. Congratulations to Momochi. He showed up post-reset, stuck with his guns, and he did it.
Love it. I love the fact that despite the conviction and the convincingness of that win from Fudo in the first set, he stuck with Colleen, brought it back, made the adjustments, and it was all those crush counters. He found Fudo's timing, didn't he? He just sat there, absorbed a bunch of hits, even got whiff punished a ton of times.
Yeah.
But just found that timing to land those crush counters when they mattered the most. And that's Street Fighter 5, man. You can cross counter, you can turn any round, even if it's against Birdie.
And if you have world-class ground game, if you can walk up into Birdie's space and block and still get that kind of like spacing where you can just play up close, you can do it. If you're that good, then that's just how